Coming to you from Blue Cruise Studio in Temecula, California, it's the Whiskey Throttle Show, taking you inside the lives of the legends and leaders in moto and action sports. Today's guest is brought to you by Yamaha. Yamaha is the industry leader in two-wheeled fun and performance. Celebrating 50 years of YZ in 2024, the Blue Crew is still dominating shootouts and competitions. Yamaha, revs your heart. SKDA is the leader in motorcycle graphics. Driven by a combined passion for art and motorcycles, SKDA has become a global leader in the off-road motorcycle space. Their graphics can be spotted from a mile away with a unique design that blends speed and creativity. SKDA, search and supply of true art within moto. Troy Lee Designs, where speed and style collide. TLD blends elite level safety with the style and swagger that only Troy Lee can deliver. Moto, adventure, bike, paint, casual wear, whatever your passion, Troy Lee Designs is waiting for you on the next level. And by Nihilo Concepts, enhance your riding experience with superior products like the start-stop conversion kit, secondary on-switch, billet components, titanium foot pegs, and more, including the new Map Tuner Nano. You can read and clear codes, monitor sensors, log data, and flash and tune ECU from any Austrian bike. Nihilo Concepts makes exceptional products, all of which are made right here in the USA. Hey everybody, welcome to the Whiskey Throttle Show. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Today, great guest, guy I've been buddies with for a long time, and supercross winner, Eric Sorby, joins us on the show today. Thanks for coming in, brother.
Oh, thank you for having me here.
I like you and I have known each other a long time. We were teammates at TLD Honda for a minute. You just told me a story about you taking me out. Or push or
yeah, push you wide actually. Yes.
I don't even remember it. So
I do remember. You know why I remember? Because you came to the Supercross in Paris.
Like 95.
Yeah, 95 on a PC bike. And I mean, I always be a big fan of American rider because when I was kids, I always wanted to come to America. I ride Supercross, and every year I used to go to Supercross in Paris. Me and actually a Divi, we used to take the same bus together from the south of France and going up to Paris and just to come and watch you guys. And in 2003, I'm not sure if it's a heat race or a main event, but it was like for a good position. And I remember I pushed you wide, and at the end of the motor, I was like, damn, I just did that to David Pingree. Like, wow. But I don't remember, again, if it's e-race or main event, not sure.
Yeah. Well, I forgive you. I don't even remember it, so we're way
It was
past
not that dirty. Like 02, 03, 04, I start to be dirty, like in the end of 03 and 04 and up. But like at the beginning, I give you guys more respect, and I was a little bit afraid, and after that, I just put the switch on and didn't think about it.
I'm excited to talk about that because you do have some stories.
Oh, yes, a lot.
Well, yeah, we'll tell some. We start all our shows with the Nihilo Concepts front-end chatter. If you guys are not familiar with Nihilo Concepts and their product, go check them out. Great company, all kinds of really cool machine products, grip stuff, so frame tape, lever grip donuts, all kinds of little details for your bike that really personalize it and make it comfortable. So check them out. Are you still running a training camp in Florida?
No. So I moved to America to run a smaller training facility with a friend of mine. And it was a lot of work to get the facility ready because it was in the middle of nowhere in Florida. And so we took like 9 months to clean the property and make this thing going. And we end up after like 9 months. It was like really, really successful right away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yes. Unbelievable. Honestly, like it was a small track for kids and vet. So you and I. And
are we kids or vets? We act like kids.
Yeah, we both.
Okay.
And honestly, I think like in less than 3 months, I look with my wife, all the waiver signed from different people. It was over 200 riders. Great facility, like nice track, easy, like perfect. So anyway, we end up we didn't really see eyes to eyes after like few little thing, and we stopped. And since then, the facility it's shut down.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I moved back to America.
Yeah, I remember that, and then you connected with Barsha. We'll get to all that story, but
before Barsha, I was Aldon Baker also.
Oh, you were
I work at the Baker's factory. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
6 months.
And how did that go?
We talk when it was.
Okay, all right, we'll get there. And now you're working with a new rider, the Barsha thing, and we'll talk about it. But ran its course, and now you're working with Fernandis?
Dylan Fernandis, yes.
Okay.
It's just new, it's fresh. And again, that's the question. We keep going, or
well, yeah.
You want to go deeper?
Just tell me a little bit about that. That's kind of the newest thing for you.
Yes. So I've been working with Barsha the past year and a half, and until like a month ago, and I kind of like grabbed two guns in my hand and shoot myself for him. There was a lot of issues with the motorcycle, and Justin, he always been my guy for like 15, 16 years. Even when he come to France for Supercross in Paris, I was always with him, and Motocross the Nation, and always being like a really, really, really good friend, more than a friend, and his family also. And so anyway, last year we had a really, really successful year, one of his best year. He was like,
yeah, he did great.
Yeah, we put the switch back off. He was clean on the track, and we did like some good work like last year for sure. And this year we start the season. It was like a new bike, a new frame, and new forks. We went from 52 to 48. Triple clamps is different, a new shock, and struggling a lot with the bike. And I mean, you guys see with like Chase also, he made a lot of changes on the motorcycle. You guys see and read on interview and stuff like that. So it's not like I'm saying something that I'm not supposed to. And but I kind of find out with my eyes what they were doing to one bike and not us. And so I went against some people that I was not supposed to go against. But at the end of the day, I'm an honest person, and I'm not gonna kiss your ass just to receive my paycheck at the end of the month. I want the best for my guy because I work for him, but I want the best for me. If my guy doesn't have a good result, I mean, I suck.
It doesn't look good to you.
No, it doesn't look good, especially after a year like last year, So anyway, and I got pushed away.
Okay.
Like kind of like a microburn, maybe. Like it was a deja vu from 3 or 4 years ago, whatever. So anyway, but I'm responsible for it because I did it. No one asked me to do what I did. Do I regret? Nope. No. Again, like.
So he was told by his team or someone in that camp to get rid of you, basically?
Yeah.
Wow.
But to be honest, I expected, because I remember like I was really hard on people. But again, like if that's water, I'm not going to tell you it's coffee. Can I? But I know, like, I grab two guns and shoot myself. But I mean, again, I'm
both feet.
Yeah, feet and knee.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that though. Someone who will go to bat. It reminds me of Larry Brooks.
Yes. Or Tony Alessi.
Tony Alessi.
If you're on his camp.
Oh man, he'll die for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He'll go to war for you.
Yep.
Right or wrong, he'll still go to war for you.
Yes.
Larry would argue to the end of the moon for his guys. He'll fight for them. And I, as a rider, man, you really got to appreciate that. And someone who's understands how the industry works. A guy who won't just go, all right, well, they said no, so I guess that's it. He's like, no, we need this. Like, my guy needs this, and that's, you were advocating for Justin.
Yes, exactly. I worked with Larry when he was L&M with James back in the days, and he was like that. I mean, people, Larry Brooks is crazy. Tony Alessi is crazy. Yes, they are. Yes, we are, but in a good way.
Yeah.
But sometimes it doesn't work like that. You gotta kiss people's ass to make them happy, and I can't. The only ass I kiss is my wife. That's it.
That's it. Good for you. Well, that's a bummer, but I think it shows that you have a lot of integrity. You're not going to just do what someone tells you, even though you know it's not right.
No, if it's right, yes. Even if I'm not agree, they have to convince me they're right, and yes.
Yeah.
But when it's not, no, I cannot lie. But what it make me frustrating about this, it's I know what's going on. They know what's going on. But like all around, you got like all the industry and the fan say, oh, he has this and they have the same bike and da 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 da. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not just them. It's some other team also. You know, we saw, but anyway, and it's sometimes, you know, social media, like you have a lot of things, and also you see what other people say about he has the same bike, they should do the same, and you know it's not the same, and by reading a lot of like negativity, you feel like you got to fight against some other, like the fan and like the industry. Oh, now he has the same bike and he's still not doing good. No, that's not the case. And when you add all those things together, and when you an honest person, you just okay. Then now I'm gonna fight for my guy to tell them that's how it is now.
Yeah, and this isn't something unique to that group. Like if there's a rider who is elite on a team, all of the other guys, they get what they get, kind of. You know what I mean? And the elite rider who's capable of really winning, he gets whatever he wants, you know, by and large. Because I've heard Chase is trying different brands of forks. He's trying to, you know, like all of these things where they would normally say no. If AP wanted to try it, it's probably going to be a no, right? Barsha, so.
Malcolm.
Yeah. I mean.
Christian.
Mm-hmm.
But
and I feel like KTM also favors the orange bike, right? Like that's the one, if they could pick one to win, it's going to be that one.
Yes.
That's the way I see it.
Well, you know, I was in Barsha boots last year, all year long. We had a good result, and you feel the vibe. Even.
Yeah.
No, you're right. And yeah.
That's a shame, but it's been that way forever.
Well, they should all help each other, you know,
of
like
course.
And KTM great bike and Husky the same and gas and again it's three different brands, but it's at the end it's a team. Those three different brands that they all should work together. But like if you go to Europe, it's different. It's different.
Oh really?
I've been to Europe. Yeah. It's
how so?
They all work together. Like if a main guy that sees something on the track or on the bike, they all gonna say, hey, we did this, we all should do that. I didn't see the same thing here in America. And the way they run the program in Europe, it's more like strict than in America. I remember being in Europe, I was working with Mitch Evans at HRC, but also really, 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 really close friend to Tom Vial, and his dad and mom are like the full family. So they were KTM, I was at HRC, and I used to go see them like all the time, and I never step under the KTM tent, even with like a regular shirt. Never ever. Like no. But and here in America, it's more like open. You just go in and out, and it's more friendly. But again, you feel like in Europe is like a more like structure, like more.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't make sense that they wouldn't share. That's the benefit of owning three brands.
I'm agree.
Right?
I'm agree. There's a reason probably behind this, but I don't know.
Yeah, and I think that like I said, each of these teams, they operate kind of individually, even though they're in the same building. They should be, like you said, hey, we found this works today out at the test track. You guys should try that with your guys. That doesn't really correlate. And I think that each team, for whatever reason, feels like they have to protect their thing. Oh, we need to make sure we win, or we keep this secret. And it's like that it shouldn't be that way.
If you want to keep the secret, they have to be more smart.
Yeah,
don't
be so obvious.
I'll give you an example. When I know on a Chase is struggling with his motorcycle. Us too, Justin. And one of the race I show up, I think it was Texas. And me, I like to go to every team and look every bike because I'm a big fan. I go by HRC. I like to look at the bike. I go Mitch the same. I go to Star Racing. And I want to see what kind of tire they use and 110, 120, the way they cut the tire. Sometimes I want to learn. I mean, I'm not riding anymore. I don't go to the track daily to do some testing and to learn more. So the way to learn and to be good of what I do, it's to be more involved and to go everywhere.
Observe, yeah.
Exactly. And so I think it was Texas. And I saw the bottom of the forks of Chase. It was different than us. Then everyone over there. I remember I took my little scooter. I went to Justin Hill bike because he's riding different. And I look, I'm like, click, click. I took picture, and I look, and what? If they run this, the bottom of the forks, those kind of parts, is because they must did this on the forks. And I was right. And again, like if you want to be keep a secret, leave all the forks all day long, and 20 minutes before the practice, switch it.
Yeah.
If you really want to be like keep a secret, do like that. Don't leave the bike all day long outside Friday. People are sneaky. I am.
Well, it's your job, yeah.
It's no, but yes. I mean, if you want to be good, you got to be involved. Everything.
Yeah.
I mean, when I'm at the race, I watch every practice, CBA, and I run around the stadium and back and forth, and I like it. I train during the week to be in shape on the weekend to be able to run all Saturday for real.
Yeah, you run a lot of miles at the races.
Yes.
Well, that's interesting stuff. We'll get into some more of all the Barsha thing. I want to remind you guys, get over to whiskeythrottlemedia.com if you haven't checked out what we have going on over there. Lots of off-road, moto, dual sport, free ride content. And if you need coaching, check out elevatemotocross.com. Jeff Emig, Grant Langston, Ryan Hughes, myself, Johnny Campbell, and a host of other folks creating a really cool online platform for coaching and training. Really neat. So want to just thank our sponsors here as we roll into the show. Yamaha, Nihilo Concepts, TLD, SKDA, Rockwell, Seat Concepts, Dunlop, ProX, Stasic, specialize in ketone. Great stuff, man. We take a lot of pride in really filtering who partners with us here and make sure all the products are 100% quality, so you can be assured we're not selling you crap. So amazing partners right here. These are elite level brands, and we're stoked to have them on board. Your show is brought to you by Yamaha. Check out Yamaha for all your needs. If you guys are looking at new bikes, might as well get the best one. Let's talk a little bit about where you grew up in France. So south of France, near DV then.
Yes, I grew up south of France, Marseille.
Okay. And what was it like back then? And what year were you born? Just for reference.
1979.
Okay.
So I'm 44 years old.
Gotcha.
Going 45.
So it had to be a lot different than it is today, huh? Like, has France kind of, where you grew up, has it grown a lot?
Yes, like here. It's
okay. Well, because I feel like France has been around so much longer. Maybe everything was already kind of established, right?
No.
But it's still developing.
Yes, still. Not like in America or California. I've been coming to California since 2002, and then every time, every 2 months, you land in San Diego, Ontario, and you drive to Marietta, Temecula, or Corona. You're like, wow.
That's new.
That's new.
Yeah.
But France is different, yeah. And also since they opened the border, yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah.
Let me be.
Don't get me started.
Yeah.
So what were you into as a kid? Like before you got into dirt bikes, what did you guys do over there?
I started to ride dirt bike. I was 4 years old.
Oh, so it was like early on.
Yeah, early on. Yeah, my dad was riding like on the weekend.
Okay.
He was So my dad, she was a cop, and my dad was working for a moving company. Like
okay.
if you want to move your house and bring all your furniture to another house, that's what he was doing. So I don't know how you call that. Yeah.
And your mom was a cop?
Yeah, she was a cop. Yeah.
Cool.
And so yeah, my dad has a regular job. So as my mom, and so my dad was riding. He had a 500 CR.
Okay.
And I had my first bike that he built from someone who gave him like a whole like piece of crap bike, and it took him maybe a year to fix, and actually like 4.5 he gave me that bike. I don't know the brand of the bike. So anyway, so I ride. I was decent. Someone came to my dad and said, they have like race for kids. And I said, I don't want to. Say, yeah, but I saw him riding over there. He knows how to ride. He will enjoy it. And so we went and watched a race. And my dad buy me, it's not a PW. We call the QR. It's like a PW, but Honda.
Oh.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
They don't sell them over here in the U.S.
No,
huh?
but it's crazy. I'll show you a picture later on. But yeah, so anyway, so he buy me that bike. And first race, I think I got third.
That was it. You guys.
That
were
was
hooked.
it. 65 and.
Did you do any other sports as a kid?
BMX.
Okay.
For fun.
Yeah.
BMX, dirt bike, and.
Any siblings?
What?
Do you have like brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have a brother. He's 35 years old, and I have a sister. She's 28.
Okay, so you're the oldest.
Yes, I'm the oldest. Yeah.
All right. You have a good relationship with them?
Yes. I don't see them like. Never.
Yeah.
Talk to them. I mean, I'm in America now. They're living in France, and
is that hard, man? Like,
of course, you don't see your family. It's hard, but
yeah. What do you do? I mean, that's how it goes, right? You start your own family, and
yeah.
move on,
I mean, it's hard. Like, I mean, I'm getting old, and my parents they're getting old also. Everybody, and we don't live forever.
Yeah.
But like. I like America, and there a lot opportunity, and I like the country, and that's where I want to be. And yes, it is hard. I don't see them. I don't. Last time I saw my dad and my mom is like over 2 years ago. My brother maybe 6, because before I moved to America, I was living in Portugal, but I was so traveling to every GP, so I was always on the road. But that's how I am. I always been since I'm a little kid. I always travel. I have a probably gypsy blood on me more than my mom and dad and brother and sister. So yeah, it is hard, but it is what it is. Huh?
Yeah, I get a lot of respect for guys who move to other countries. I mean, for me, even moving to a different state here is like it's a big deal. It will be tough, right?
This is nothing.
I know. And when I go to Europe or I go anywhere in the world, after about a week, I get really homesick. I'm like, I want to go home.
I feel you.
I don't care where I am. Mm-hmm. The nicest beach in the world. I'm like, I miss my house. I miss home. Yeah. So just moving away from everybody, like it's a big deal. Like I think people don't give that enough respect, you know?
You're right. Especially when I moved to America 2002. I was 22 years old. So DV got me the deal with Mitch, and I sold my trial bike to get the money to pay my own ticket plane to come here to try Mitch's bike. And I came with my backpack and a small bag, and
that's crazy.
The rest is story, you know.
It's crazy. Okay, so you didn't play any other sports. You kind of told us about how you got started racing. Did your dad race with you at all back then, or he was just kind of weekend rider?
Weekend rider, yeah.
Did you guys ride together a lot, though?
A little bit, but when I start to ride and race, he was just focusing on me.
Okay. Yeah. And who did you have a group of guys? Like, I know you were around DV's age, but he was a little older?
Yeah, he was a little bit older. So when I was on a 65, he was on an 85.
Okay.
We never really raced together until 2006 here in America. Before that, he was always ahead of me.
Yeah. Did you ride together as kids, though?
Yes. Yeah. Every Wednesday, every weekend. Yeah.
And who else? Like, did you have other guys that were kind of your riding buddies? Did any of them go on to do anything with it?
No, Roncada, it was just different than us, so we didn't really ride with Roncada. No.
Was he about your age, though? He'd have been a little bit older?
A little bit older, yes. And no, until the age of 14, I was always with DV a lot. DV and his dad. And
what about Tortelli? He'd have been slightly older too.
Yes. It was so.
But same era. There was like a really fast.
I think it's from '79, but Sebastian was like a bigger kid. So we have a bunch of different classes on 85 in Europe. So I was 85, let's say A. No, let's say 85B, and Tortelli was 85A.
Gotcha.
But we met when I was at the transition going from B to A. And I remember I lead the moto, the full moto, because he had a bus start. He was better than me. And he gave me the last 2 laps. I was pissed. But I was like this, and he was like that.
Yeah.
I have a picture somewhere. It's funny because you see Sebastian and me next to him.
He was a big kid.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, when I came, the year you're talking about, 95, when I raced Bercy for the first time, there was Ron, Seb, and there was
Roderick Tane, maybe.
No, it wasn't Tane yet. I'm brain farting, but there was like 3 or 4 really good French riders. I mean, pretty good. And I was like, man, these guys, this is a fast little squad, and then pretty much all of you guys came over,
and we were good.
Yeah, you guys all
and
won.
Still those days.
Yeah,
we talk.
We'll get there. Okay, so no other kids that you grew up with?
No. When I was age 14, I went to, they call like the French elite program, where I was full time on a campus.
Oh.
Yes, it was great. Yeah. So Monday to Friday, school and riding their bike. The trainer was Patrick Boniface, Steve Dad.
Okay.
And it was like a badass program from the French Federation. Everything was paid, like the living. It was like.
So this was, you were going, they would teach school classes during the day and then you'd ride also? Was it that?
Morning we used to go to school. We used to, or supposed to.
Okay.
And 4 days a week riding their bike, yes.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
But the country paid for it.
Yes, the French Federation. It was good. It was really, really, really great.
So I've heard a lot of stories. I mean, starting with the Lawrences, I guess this was the first time I ever heard it on Jet and Hunter's show. They were talking about they almost sent Jet back to Europe because the year he was here racing amateur, he's like, they thought he was going backwards, like he wasn't getting better. And they said the amateur motocross program in Europe is so much better than what we have here. And so I like to ask guys who grew up in that and kind of watch what happens here, and but it sounds like if the French Federation's getting involved in like trying to support these guys, where now you got to be a rich kid to be able to go pull out of school, go afford to live at one of these camps,
Don't start me with that also, because it can be ugly.
And I think, just one more little sidebar here on that. The kids that have a lot of money tend to be less driven, right?
Sure, of course.
So by making these camps so expensive and so exclusive, you're cutting out guys who could be potential,
a lot
legendary riders, right?
Yes.
Look at all of our legends, Hannah,
Rick Johnson, David Bay, Brock Glover. I mean,
they all came from very humble beginnings. Carmichael, Stewart, Dungy's dad pours concrete. I mean, like just very blue collar, right, folks. Yep. And the minute you go, hey, you got to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to compete now, to go just live at this place, you've just eliminated a pretty big swath of potential champions.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, that's my rant.
So, the program in Europe, like, like you said, like the Lawrence, they almost send them jet back to Europe.
Yeah.
It's when you race in Europe, you do 230-minute moto.
As kids?
Yeah. When I was riding 125, it was 320 plus 2-minute moto every weekend. And when I went from be like amateurs to pro, I raced against the pros, DV and Frederic Bollet and plenty other, Yves de Maria. I ran in 125, so it's 125 Moto 1, Moto 2, 250 Moto 1, Moto 2, main event. So 20-minute plus 2 laps moto on a 125, same on a 250, and the top 20 from each class.
Super final.
Yeah, but how long was the super final?
30 minutes? 40?
40 plus 2.
And that was every weekend?
Not every weekend, but it was like the championship was maybe 12 rounds.
Yeah.
And so that's how here it's a lot of sprint lap.
Yeah.
5 laps, stop, you switch. You done from doing your 5 laps on 125, you get on a 250 mode and pro mode or whatever. So many like class here, like you get lost. But you do a lot of moto, but you don't do a lot of lap. And so that's why like in Europe is different. And also the track in Europe is way different than here. And
I feel like the tracks over there are still like what we had here in the 80s.
Yeah,
like
shit.
They practice. Yeah.
Shit, but good.
Yeah, good for technique and development, right?
Now, every rider, I mean, I've been around the last 2 years and I went to some training facility. And the rider, if you don't prep the track like a Thanksgiving dinner, it's no good. Oh, the track is not good. Well, oh, it's too wet. Oh, it's too wet, but it's flat. Oh, the track is not good today. Wow, it's too rough. It's not rough. Go ask De Lawrence. Go ask Tom Vial. Go ask DV. Ask myself how we grow up. Like summertime, if it's 3 or 4 months summertime, hard pack track.
Yeah, dry, dusty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know any track in France where they have a water track. I don't.
Yeah.
And wintertime is just mud.
Mud or sand, right?
Yeah, here like it rain, everyone go back to the shop. Why? It's raining. So what? So if you go to Wash Sugar, first moto is raining, you go back to the pits. So we're not better in Europe. We're not different than you guys. We're the same. But the way...
We're spoiled here. That's what's happened. The tracks have spoiled riders. And the program, the way it runs, is coddled them into thinking, oh, the track has to be perfectly, bitching or we're not riding. If you go back even to the 90s, early 2000s, like where RV used to practice at Central.
Yes.
That's where Rhino used to practice.
Yes.
That's where Jeff Ward used to practice, and I don't even know, maybe who before him. And it was rock and dust and like terrible.
Yes.
No fun.
No fun. No,
No
zero.
fun.
I remember Mitch used to take me over there to do some testing. And do you like? I'm like, yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
The only thing that was really hard for me is the heat. It was really hot.
Yeah.
But it was good. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I used to love to go to Glen Helen on Thursday when it was like after the rain. It was not often, but we had some good rain.
Yeah.
And here it's look, another example. In America, you may have, let's say, 10,000 riders. In Europe, you only got 1,000 riders. So that means you guys in America should have more success than Europe, because 10,000 vs 1,000. You take 2 riders from Europe, send to America, right away in front. Again, we're not different than you guys.
Yeah.
But the way we grow as racing and training, like condition of the track, it make us better than you guys. And a lot of time, like I use this as an example. It can be when I was Barsha, he was agree with me, or when I train some kids, it can be 65, 85, or some like B rider, like they want to be pro, and the track is not good today. It's rough. It's not rough. It's two tiny braking bumps. You come to Europe, like the Laurent that used to live in south of France, it was horrible. That's why we grow. The track is just nasty. But that's why you cannot fight the track. So that's why when you see a guy like Lawrence is really light the way he rides, and because you cannot ride like a Tomac or Barsha in Europe.
Yeah.
And another good example, Ryan Villopoto, badass rider. When he went to Europe, here he was just like a Ricky Carmichael, like a Dungey, like a badass dude on a motorcycle. He went to Europe, he ended up
looped out. Yeah, no, and look at when America was dominant, right? From the 80s through the 90s. That's when they were riding beat up crap over here, riding Carlsbad and Saddleback when it was just hammered.
Saddleback, Carlsbad, yes.
And then the minute we got to this, we're like, now you have a prep track every day of the week. We weren't really racing much anymore. We went to just practicing on groomed tracks. You see, at least on a world stage, from the Motocross of Nations perspective, we just nosedive.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you talk about like, well, why is America, and I don't know if, it was always, I think it's a little bit of both. I think the GP riders got better watching Americans style. Because if you watch a GP riders now, you can't tell they're not Americans. Like they scrub, their style is really good. Go back to the 80s, they're like elbows down. You could just tell it was a Euro.
Yeah,
right?
They're more like the Euro rider. They're more like supercross rider now, by like the scrub and taking the technique from here to bring to the GP track. No, you're right.
So I think the GP riders have gotten better, but I also think whatever is going on over here with these tracks and us not riding different elements, right? Because over there, you go from Lommel, where it's sand like we don't even know,
you don't even
to
know.
hard pack crap.
Look at
rock. I mean, terrible, right?
Terrible, yes.
So you guys have to ride all these different terrains. We're here. If you go to a national, it's pretty cookie cutter. Rip it deep, bring in some loam, mulch or whatever they do, and overwater it, and it's every weekend's the same. Yeah. And that's how they're prepping all these facilities. And so it's like you get this one model of this is what you ride.
Yeah.
And I was guilty of it. When it would rain, I was like, oh, I'll wait till tomorrow. The dirt will be perfect. I should have gone out. That's one of the biggest regrets I have in my career. And I was terrible in the mud always because I should have taken that opportunity. It's raining. I need to go practice in the mud.
No, you're right. And sometimes I follow some friend on Instagram and they say, oh, today I did my workout inside because it's raining outside. I'm like, come on, dude. Go outside.
Yeah.
Go hour and a half on your bicycle outside. And it's not even cold. You want to go to Lommel?
Yeah.
Ask Tom Vial if he wants to go back to Lommel when it's like 0 degrees or below 0 degrees and going 2 hours on a bicycle.
Right. Well, again, I'll go back to the Lawrence show. He talked about when they first moved there, the sand was like frozen.
Yes.
And he goes, I crashed. This was Hunter. He's like, I would crash every lap the first day we got there. And he goes, I look over at Jet. He's crying. He's got his hands on his muffler trying to warm his hands up. But that kind of adversity and difficulty and trying to ride those conditions, I think it really shaped who they are now.
No, you're right.
And we don't have that. We don't have that adversity here.
We don't. I say we because I'm proud to be an American. I love this country, so I say we. I'm on you guys' side. I'm not like a French that came here. Hey, we're better than you guys. So we have this in America. Example, outdoor training facility. Well, week 2, the water truck, we're not going to use it. What do you mean? No water on the track this week. This week, you guys going to ride the dry track. That's it.
Yeah.
But here, they always chase the lap time. Okay, they run 220. It has to be 220 from May to the end of motocross. We don't care about the 220. Let's say we leave it dry, so you ride 240, but you're not gonna work like on speed. You're gonna work on your technique, which is the technique is really important. Because again, Jet Lawrence, Hunter Lawrence, Ken Roggs, and now Tom Vial, and Dylan Ferrandis, and Divi, and a lot of people from Europe. Again, we're not different than you guys. We're the same. It's just here the rider need to understand when it rain, go ride.
Yeah.
When it's dry, don't complain about the track is too dry. It's great. It's just a different day.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. So tell me, when you were an amateur kid, was there a point you kind of like jumped up and got to be like a lot better? You went from kind of just a local amateur kid to like, oh, this kid's going to do good. Was there like a point in your career?
I don't want to.
Or was it a pretty gradual progression?
I don't want to be cocky, but I was good right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just loved it right away and fast. Okay.
And like a lot of people that don't believe in talent, but I never be like a hard worker off the bike. But I had this thing on a motorcycle. You give me a trial bike, I was good. A BMX, I was good. A trial bicycle bike, I was good. I have this little thing in me. Like people say, no, to be good you gotta repeat. Yes, of course, but I have something. You give me. I haven't ride in maybe the last 10 years. I may ride 2 times, 3 times, not even. I know if I get on. Sometime I took Basha's bike, like with just put the gloves on and just rap, and right away, like just doing some little double and stuff like that. Just it's I don't know. I got this.
Just comes easy to you.
Yes. Well, you know what is funny? My son is 6 years old. He last year I took him ride his speed up like 3 times. You see him on the podium, you say, damn, you spend a lot of hours with your son. No, I don't. And when he ride, he go with his mom.
Really?
Because I don't want him to ride dirt bike. So now I got him to soccer. He was good soccer. The guy, when I signed him up in Tallahassee, the coach came after like a week, said, well, I can tell you guys from Europe. I said, oh, wow. Because the accent? Oh, the way he plays soccer. I said, well, let me tell you that. The first time he played soccer, it was 2 weeks ago when I buy him a soccer ball. Already, yes. And I tell the coach, he's playing with the 5 years old. He's 5 years old last year. I said, can we put him with the 8 years old? Oh, no, it's too dangerous. They're going to push him. And I'm like, great. That's how you have to learn, to be tough. I'm not going to try to make my son tough when he's 20 years old. It's too late. It's right now.
Yeah.
Put him with the 8. And my son just go for it. I put him on. So Tallahassee is not too much to do over there. Nothing, pretty much. And I moved back to Clermont.
Okay.
Yeah, signed him up to BMX last year, first day. Tuesday, went to BMX. No, sorry, not last year. This Tuesday, actually.
Okay.
First day on BMX. Like racing with the kids that they've been doing this for like 2 or 3 years. Huh. I don't know, it's something that we have. But also, I don't know, he watched a lot of video like BMX and dirt bike. He knows sometimes riders that I don't know by the number. Hey, this guy did. That's him. I'm like, wow, okay, good.
I love the conversation of nature versus nurture, right? Like, is somebody just naturally, it comes easier to them, or did they just work harder? Because I've had folks, Steve Caballero, the skater.
Yeah. Yes.
His show, phenomenal show we had him on, and he absolutely is like, there is no such thing as natural talent. And his argument, this is his story, he was born with scoliosis, he was poor, he was short. He goes, I only started skating because I couldn't get picked to get on any other teams. He goes, and I put in so many hours. I didn't go to parties. I didn't go to the prom. I skated. I put more time in than anyone else would. I worked harder than them. I was willing to risk more. That's why I'm good. And it's hard to argue with him because he's like, you know, I was born with no privilege. We were broke. I had nothing. Like, how are you? And I have a crooked spine. Like, how are you going to tell me I'm like gifted, like some athlete? Like I wasn't. And then he goes, I just applied the same thing. And he goes, I'm in a band now. I play guitar. I can ride a dirt bike. And he rides a bike pretty good. Rides a mountain bike pretty well. Like anything he puts his mind to, he's pretty good at it. And so that's his mindset. So I think that's interesting. But then like you'll say, well, what about like Mozart? You tell me he worked harder at 3 to become good on the piano? Like, okay, yeah. Maybe. Yeah. But he got on the piano and pretty much kicked ass right away. So I think that there's a little something of both. Like some people are born with maybe, and I think this is for Jet even or our really elite level guys is they just have a faster processing speed.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, right, if 2 riders are going the same lap time, for the one guy it seems like it's just coming at him and he's holding on for dear life. And with Jet, it's sort of like in slow motion, like the Matrix, right? The bullets are coming. He's just slowly dodging them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also, you're right. But if you don't have skills on a dirt bike to do something, even if it's coming slow or fast, you need to react right away.
Yeah.
And again, like 3 years ago, Tovia has a trial bicycle. And the last time I was on a trial bicycle, I was 16 years old. I said, I was good before. And him and his dad and his brother, careful. Because I was just like that. Get on a trial bike. It was like outside a table, like a wood table outside. And I just went with the trial bike and tack, on top. And wow. And
still right there, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you make an interesting argument for the other side, so I like it. So who did you have, like, what sponsors kind of early picked you up? Or is it more over there kind of like you said, the French Federation, like they kind of support your career?
Yeah, I have some dealership sponsor where you got a free dirt bike to use and bring it back at the end of the year, or we have to sell on a price that they tell my dad to sell. But Europe is not like in America. Like America, kids on a 50, they're full Fox or Alpine Star or like Trolley Design, Oakley, 100%.
Yeah.
Like it's
not like that over there.
No, it's not like that. No, not at all. Like you can be top 3 in the French motocross series and still pay for some of the, if you're not on a team, because not that many team, you still pay for your own boots, example, Here, like Alpine Star, like everyone, like can be like a B, A, or C rider. Like A, of course, it's normal, but like a C rider, still 5 pair of boots a year. Not like that in Europe. So, no. The French Federation, when I was 14 years old,
So, when did you turn pro? Do you have to wait till you're 16 over there?
No, it's not like 17, I think. 17, you go to the elite, they call.
Okay.
Yeah, before that, you don't have an age to go. But so 17 years old, I remember 17 years old, I raced with Tom's dad. Yeah, he was like battling to be a world champion.
Yeah.
I think he won like maybe 10 to 12 MX2, like 125, like world race over there.
Yeah.
And when he was racing the French championship, I battled with him. I was 17 years old.
Yeah, I raced Fred. I came over and would do like these Masters of Motocross events. Do you remember any of those? Did one in Italy. I did one.
The fast cross? No.
Not the fast cross. It was called Masters of Motocross.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, they'd bring over a handful of us. Just one-off events, But I remember racing with him and Bolé. And then one year after Bercy, it was Bolé. He partied, that guy.
Yeah.
Took us to some nightclub, and those guys were twisting the throttle.
Yeah.
I didn't drink at the time, so I'm watching just going, wow. All right.
Yeah.
Euros, they go big. Some
but here also, we had some good party back in my days.
Yeah, I'm
the
sure.
Monster Party was...
All right, well, we'll get there. All right, so tell me about when did you turn pro, and then how long until you got into GPs?
So I turned pro. I was around 17 years old, and so before that I won all the French championship on 85. I won. I was the first one to win European 85 championship. It was a big deal back in the days. When I 125 won, like all the 125 class, I went to the pro on the one. It was pro 125 and won the French championship. Also French championship supercross. European 125 supercross. I was like 20 years old. I raced GP. I was 19 years old. But actually, when I was 18 years old, I threw a big party at my house, and my dad didn't like it.
Okay.
No, he didn't like it. It was a lot of alcohol, and I had a girlfriend, and he ruined. Say, blah, 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 la, 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 la. And I was drunk, 18 years old, little punk, I said, come with me, Dad. I went in my room. I remember I have this Fox green gear bag. I open it, I put on my clothes, and I say, I'm out. I stop the party. Gone. 18 years old.
Really?
Yes. I went to live at my girlfriend's parents' house. I find a team over there, and since I was 18 years old, I've been by myself. I was by myself before, from 14 to 17, because I was a French Federation school. So from Monday to Friday, I was by myself, and my dad picked me up on Friday to go to the race. I'll spend the weekend with them. And so I kind of know what it was to be not alone, but not with your parents.
Yeah.
And when I was 18, I left.
Was that hard, being 14 years old and just like you're at this? I don't know. Maybe
not for me.
Yeah.
Like again, you say for you it's hard to move maybe from California to Arizona, but for me it's like going to Starbucks and getting a coffee. It's nothing.
Yeah.
So for me it wasn't.
Huh.
No, it's fun.
Okay, so what did your dad say? Have you guys?
Oh, I was 18 years old, so I feel like I can tell anything to my dad. He was arguing with me. I said, oh, don't care. I'm leaving. Done. Big mistake.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I could have won. Like I could have been a world champion. No, easy, but I could have been world champion. Yes, of course. So for like 18 years old, 18, for like 2.5 years, pretty much on my own. Still won some races, but just party on the weekend. There was no race and And so pretty much at the end of my career, I was going to end up when I was 20 years old. And I think in 2020, that's when Michael Pichon moved back to Europe, right? Do you remember when he moved back to Europe?
2002, you mean? When?
No, when Michael Pichon left America, when that thing happened with HRC, and he moved back to Europe.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look at that.
So let's say, I think it's 2000.
Okay.
Yes, it is 2000 because I moved to America in 2002. So 2000, Michael Pichon moved back to Europe. Didn't know the guy, besides watching him on TV and winning a race here. And we went to a supercross on a French island. It was like in December. I was fat. Yeah.
Just partying, huh?
Just party. I went to this race I just got invited to do, and Michael Pichon was a big deal. It's Michael Pichon, he was two-time supercross champion and won some main events for 50. Michael Pichon. So anyway, went to that race. Fat boy on a motorcycle and him right here. And at the end of the night, it was like a one lap race where you start at 10 rider and you end up to 2 and 2 laps.
Yeah, okay. You too?
Yeah, and won.
You beat him?
Yeah, I beat him.
Yeah.
So I remember the next day we were by the swimming pool and I was drinking cocktail and stuff like that. And he looked at me like, I can't believe I got beat by a fat kid last night. I said, yeah. I can't believe I beat you also. And he tell me, so what's next for you? Nothing. I don't have any ride and I don't blame. I don't blame. Yeah, that's what I tell him. I say,
yeah.
I don't know. Okay. And at night we still by the pool. I was more drunk.
Yeah.
Because drinking all day long. And so what? Where do you live? I said, I live south of France with a friend. Would you want to be my training partner? Yes. I'll buy you a motorcycle. I get you KYB suspension. Him, it was Suzuki.
Corona Suzuki, right?
Corona Suzuki, yeah.
Great sponsor for you at the time.
No,
you could get some.
Yeah. But when I went with Michael Pichon, it was just.
So
he saved my career.
Yeah,
he did.
And where was he living?
He was living, north of France. It rained.
Okay.
If it doesn't rain every day, every other day.
Mm.
So if you want, you move with me, you train with me, I buy you a motorcycle, and you're gonna do French motocross supercross championship on the 125. But for the GPs, you're gonna ride 250. So I went from 125 to 450 class pretty much. Because the 125 there's too much work to do on the engine. So anyway, that's what I did. We flew back to France and grabbed my stuff and went to his house and trained with him. And 6 months after, I was fit.
Wow, yeah.
And so I raced a 125 championship on a Suzuki. I got second that year. Supercross, he called Mitch, PC. He got me suspension made by Bones and cylinder top end by Mitch. Did my bike, I remember 2000. I won a Supercross championship on the Suzuki. It was one of the best bike I ever ride. Besides when I came to America and ride for Mitch, and won it. So spent 2 years with him and really, really good. Like again, he saved my career, but Michael is different breed. One day it's white and another day it's red, and we split. I moved south of France, train all winter to race GP.
Did you ever ride with a team at that point?
Yeah, I had a team, Honda.
Okay.
And like in Europe, every winter we have some international race or the top guys and team show up just like a pre-race season. And that year, I think it's in 2000, Steve Ramon was world champion. Mm-hmm. So I did those races with him and I beat him. So that means my speed was here. And end of January, I was on AOL Messenger. You remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When someone was signing up, like you can hear like it's like open door.
Yeah.
And I saw DV934, and it was like maybe 1 a.m. I argued with my girlfriend. I was behind my computer, pissed, and I saw DV. I said, "Hey, DV, I want to come to America." I said, I tell him, get me something. So I don't know. I said, you know what? I gotta go to PC and buy some parts for my dad and ship to France. And I asked Mitch. So he went to PC, buy some parts. And that year, so it's Mark Walker, Justin Buckayu, Bobby Bones, and Mike Brown. But
in 2001?
2002. That was 2002.
Okay.
But Mike Brown was injured. Buckayu also.
Voland was on the team that year, I think.
No. The year before, for sure, 100% sure. So everyone was injured besides Mark Walker. That's 2002.
Okay.
He talked to Mitch, said, "Hey, Mitch, I have a guy. He's really good. He won a French championship, blah, 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 blah." And Mitch said, "Who is it?" He said, "Eric Sorby." "Oh, yeah, I know him. Last time I saw him, he had a cigarette and the yellow sunglasses and drinking alcohol at a nightclub in Paris." He was right. But DV said, "Oh, it's different now." Okay, well, if it's different, then he's going to buy his own ticket. He's going to come here. I have a motorcycle ready for him. Come and ride. And if I like, we see. So I was waiting behind my computer for like 2 or 3 hours. I fell asleep. I think it was like 5 a.m. And DV said, "Well, Mitch has a bike if you want to come and try." Okay, but he said, "You buy your own ticket and you come," and didn't really have that much money. I had a contract to ride for Honda Care Innovation in Europe. I was 22 years old. And so I called the team manager, like just, I'm going to go to America to try a PC bike, and I came back the following week. But when I told the team manager that, I didn't try to lie to him, say, I'm going to try the bike, and if I like, I stay over there. I didn't even think like that. I was 22 years old, and I told him, I'm going over there, try the bike, came back, but I know, like, if Mitch gave me the offer, I was going to stay here, but, like, I was just, like, 22. And my team manager said, well, let me tell you something. If you go over there, I'll break your contract. I said, but then you can break because I just sold my trial bike. I got my airplane ticket. I'm leaving on Tuesday. Yeah. Yeah, it was. So I sold the bike, the trial bike, on the weekend. Monday, I went to the airport because back in the days, we didn't have like the card to buy online. So you go to the airport and pay cash.
Yeah.
Got my ticket. I remember I flew on Tuesday in France. Got here Tuesday afternoon. Here's a French guy that used to work at PC. Just, I don't know what he was doing over there. So anyway, he came pick me up at the airport. I stayed at the hotel, Motor 6. I thought it was like a sick hotel. You know, the jacuzzi. Yeah. Motor 6. I won't even bring my dog to those hotels right now if you tell me to. So anyway, Wednesday morning, test track in Corona.
Supercross or?
Supercross.
Yeah, okay.
Motocross. It's Thursday. You know, Thursday, Glen Helen. But hold on, there's a good story about that Thursday. So Wednesday, we go to Corona test track. I spent all winter on 125 motocross in the mud, no riding supercross. I end up Wednesday morning Corona supercross America.
Big peaky
take off, landing. Whoops! You remember the whoops back in the day, like that. So you skip or you go around. They're not big, but it's one option. Skip.
Yeah.
Drag them back. I didn't know what's a drag them back until I show up over there and crash pretty much every lap and go around, you know. So, PC box van 1, Pixie box van 2, Bonds, Mitch, 2 or 3 mechanic.
You the only one riding?
Only one.
Okay. Which sucks because you can't watch somebody jump something.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
But a lot of pressure, I handle it. I always be like that. Like more I have a pressure, more I can prove myself who I am. Mm-hmm. Got on the track, 1 lap, 2 laps, and I'm like, you know what? Nothing to lose. Let's do it. Bam, bam, bam. It was a good day. Struggle to the wolves, which is normal. We all struggle, all the French people coming from France to here. And Mitch was really happy. I remember doing 2 laps and going around the track, and I can feel blood inside right here. You know, like.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway. So, yeah, Mitch was like, well, good day. Right, good. Well, thank you. What? You want to ride motocross tomorrow? Yeah. So we got to Glen Helen. That was February.
Okay.
Everyone riding supercross in America. Everyone, even yourself. Maybe I'll ride with you that Thursday. Between Wednesday and Thursday, pour raining in California. So that means on Thursday I was supposed to be by myself when all you guys training supercross. But no one was riding supercross that Thursday. And a lot of riders show up to Glen Helen on Thursday morning after the rain. Kevin Windham, Chad Reed, James. I can pretty much know everyone, but 75% or 85% of the top guys factory show up over there. That day, the only one who beat me is Chad Reed, of course, coming from Europe and riding in the mud perfectly. And I beat everyone. Like, I ride all day. Like, it was for me, it was just normal. I spent all winter riding in the mud in Europe, and you show up to Glen Helen after like a full night of raining. It was Disneyland.
Yeah.
And I remember Mitch on his wheelchair like that. Say, you want to stay? Yes. I don't have any contract right now, but if you do want to stay, you have all next week to train. You have another half week, and I take you to Houston. And we see about the contract. Okay. Deal. See you tomorrow at the test track. I left Glen Helen driving back to Corona. I left Glen Helen going back to Corona. Driving. No cell phone. No, I mean, yeah, I think I had a cell phone, but there's no GPS. I'm driving, super happy. I stop at a gas station, make some phone call. Hey, I'm going to stay another 2 weeks. I'm going to race in Houston, and I'm driving. Las Vegas. I saw the sign, Las Vegas. I was
You go the wrong way.
Remember, Glen Helen Corona. No. And Las Vegas, wow. I remember I stopped at a gas station and I called Mark from 100%. They were one industry. But yeah, Mark Blanchard. I said, hey, Mark, I mean, I left Glen Helen, but it's, say, like 89 miles Vegas. I'm on the, you're on the right freeway, but you
going the wrong way.
Turn.
You drove like 3 hours in the wrong direction.
2 hours easy. I was just right before Prime.
Okay. Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
Turn around, driving back to Corona. I end up in Pasadena. It was just. So I stopped at the hotel again. I went to Moto 6, which was a great hotel the first night. So let's go to Moto 6 again. And the guy gave me a map, and so I end up on Friday at the test track. And
that's a great story. Before we get to you coming here, though, tell me about the GPs. How did you do those seasons? And was it just MX2, or so? I guess it was 125 back then.
Yeah, it was 125. But again, my first year I raced 450. So it was 250. I raced the 250 with Stéphane Evers, Michael Pichon, Pete Byrer, Frédéric Bollet, Ryan Hughes, and so I made a main event, maybe like some top 20, but I was a kid.
Yeah, you're stepping into the man's class.
So it was easier for my car to get like good bikes. So the following
the biggest differences.
the way they prep the track in Europe again, that's a big difference.
Anything you preferred about that to here, or is everything better here?
No, for me everything is better here.
Yeah,
everything. Team, price, money, everything.
Yeah. All right. Did you always want to come to the U.S.? Like you mentioned, from a pretty young age, you were watching Supercross and watching stuff here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was always kind of like, man,
I
want to get there.
I want to go to America.
Who was your guys? Like, who were you looking up to?
Jimmy McGrath.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
That would have been, early 90s. That would have been the guy. Right?
I mean, I was a fan of Ricky Johnson and David Bailey. Like, you remember that race where they battled each other? But I was really, really young, and so I saw those races. But when I was age 14, 15, 16, it was like Jimmy McGrath, and Jeremy.
Okay, so DV kind of is a guy that kind of got that thing put together.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, tell me the differences, because I think a lot of people don't understand the differences between a team, like a Grand Prix team, versus teams here. Like how a factory team operates there versus here. And we chatted a little bit about this at the start, where over there everything's a little more structured, it's more strict.
Yes, more strict. Team manager are more strict over there. Like it's example, when I was in GPs, the team manager KTM over there is Dirk. I don't know if you know him. And I mean, you see the guy, you don't want to go under the tent. Really nice guy, but again, it's a team manager. It's like You go to the nightclub, you got that big security guy outside. You're not going to walk through the door. You're going to wait until you say, what do you want? You can come in. It's kind of like that over there. Yeah, that's the difference. In here, it's more like open door to everyone. It's not in a bad way, but
I feel like it's tightening up here though, because you used to be able to really just breeze in and out, and now it's getting a little tighter.
Yes, yeah, you're right. But when you go to Europe, it's still more like, yeah.
It seemed like, and tell me if I'm wrong, but it seems like over there, it's less fun.
Yes, it is less fun. You're right. Yep. That's why, like, I like here better. So, like, you walk by Carway, you go in the hotel, hey, what's up? Da 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 da. You go by Mitch, you go see Mitch. Over there, you wait outside. Yes, you can come in, or you cannot. So here, it's more free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of told us about coming over, how you get the ride, you get the opportunity. Your very first race was Houston 02, right?
Yeah.
And I've got the results right here. I want to pull them up, but you went 3-2-3 in your first 3 races.
Yeah. Good bonus. Almost 100K in 3 races.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Mitch had to be like, he was looking brilliant. And DV.
Yeah.
So what was your experience, your first Supercrosses here? Like, tell me about Houston.
So my dream was to come to America. And when I lived with Michael Pichon, the bedroom I was staying is all this trophy. So all the square plate. You have some of them.
Yeah.
Now it's different. It's different trophy every weekend. But back in the days, we used to have the plate, and it was like a gold, a silver, another color, 1, 2, 3. So, and every morning, I want one of those. And I remember Michael said, you can, if you're not lazy, you can have one of those for sure. So first race, practice, maybe top 15. Not too good, but I didn't expect to be top 3 lap time wise. He raced a little better. I think, I don't know, but I went straight to the main, which is good for the first race.
Yeah.
But when you're up for Mitch, you have to. It's not making the main. You got to make the main and be on front.
Yeah.
And remember that race, no one knew who I was, and no one was really talking to me, which no one knew who I was again. And main event, all shot, $1,000. We used to have
Yeah.
So great, I was happy. Yes, $1,000. And I led 3 or 4 laps. Stayed second for a little bit. Third, Andrew shot got me. I went 4th, passing back, a little aggressive. I got 3rd. And the last 2 laps, especially the last laps, I was just crying because it's a dream come true. I never say I want to go to America and win championship. Honestly, I never say that. Even when I was in Europe, I never say, I want to be world champion. I want to win some race, so that's why I was training for. But never wake up and say, I got to be world champion. Never. That's how I was. But the last lap, I was crying. But I was like, no, there's no way I'm going to do it. And I did it. And it was just phenomenal.
Pretty cool feeling, huh? Was Mitch, I mean, the whole team, they had to be just stoked.
And that year, Mitch was struggling, people getting injured and no winning, nothing. That night, he has this new French rider coming from nowhere on the podium, so paf. And also, Mark Walker won.
Oh, that was his first win, huh?
Yes, first win.
Yeah.
It was great. It was badass.
Yeah. Is this jersey from that year? I'm trying to remember what years the jerseys were. I don't remember. But
no,
anyway.
that's maybe 03.
Okay.
I don't know.
What was the number? 917. What was that about?
Well, the 17 in Europe, but when you came to America, you have seems like everyone from Europe is 9 something, like DV 934. Say, let's put 917.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
And got 3rd. Great. I mean, podium, trophy.
So did you have a contract the next week?
The next day.
Yeah. And what was it?
It was good. I mean,
like two-year deal?
No, it was one.
Rest of that season?
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of like have a pre-contract before the race, but nothing signed. So if you do this, you're going to have that. And I remember it was not a big salary, but they make the bonus a little bit bigger. And I hit the bonus right away.
Yeah. Well, next weekend at St. Louis, second.
Yeah, second behind Chad. And I thought it was that weekend I race with you, but no, I guess no.
Now, so the one in Houston, was it an East-West round? Because this was a West, and then you did an East.
No, because back in the days when if you did miss some race at the beginning of the year, whatever, you were able to ride 1 weekend East, 1 weekend West.
Just no points. You had to pick a coast, right?
Yeah, you had to pick a coast. Yes, exactly. Okay. And that was third. It's amazing. Get on the podium. I remember what's that lady who used to do the interview on the podium.
Well, there was Leanne Tweeden. There was, 02, huh? Heather Voss?
No, she was a monster girl.
She was the trophy girl, yeah.
I used to check her out. Like, are you sure?
Of course you did. I don't remember who the commentator was.
So anyway, like, I didn't speak English at all. Like,
oh, you didn't?
No, nothing.
Oh.
Zilt. None. Like, few words, but it was really bad.
Okay.
I mean, and she went like, for like 20 seconds, just
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I went like, blah, 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 blah. We went to the press conference. And the next weekend, I took DV with me to the press conference. Hey, you got to come with me because I want to say something to those people.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Yeah. There was no one that could interpret French for you.
No.
What about Le Big?
No, he was here, but I don't know. No,
he wasn't around then. Okay.
No, not that much like he is right now.
Okay.
He would have saved me back in the days for sure. And so hold on, it got better. Okay. So I came back from the press conference, go back to the rig, and Mitch was really happy.
Yeah.
I mean, of course. And there was this girl in the summer, like, I don't know who she was, like probably a girl. She was just a fan, like she was a little bit drunk, and she was just like that, and just, I look at me, she's like, damn, she got some, go touch it. And I touched it that night, first podium, a trophy, and the first time I was touching some fake tits.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I love America. I'm going to stay here.
That's the U.S. trifecta
you
just
did. And it was a dream come true. Oh.
If anyone knows where this poor young lady is, reach out to us.
I mean, again, you see what you got with me.
Yeah, no, you're straightforward, straight shooter, straight for the boobies. Okay, so that was after Houston. Tell me about you go to St. Louis and get a second.
Yeah. And I won the heat race. Second round, I won the heat race. Chad was mad because he was faster than me, but he had a bad start, a good start, and I won. And he catch me in the last 2 laps, and I kind of
blocked him.
Yeah, a little bit, and I won. I remember I was pissed. But.
Did you know him?
By name, but not him personally.
Yeah.
He was racing.
Did you know anyone here outside of DV?
No, no one.
Yeah.
Just names. That's it. You, like you.
Huh. That's crazy. Okay, so you're getting a second, a third again at Pontiac. Like, what are you thinking at this point? Like, man, I got this. This is easy. All right, what was going through your head? To come over here and just
I didn't expect to be that easy.
Yeah.
But I guess I was, again, coming from Europe, the way we train and came here, and that's another best example.
But I almost feel like, because this is not easy. 3-2-3, 3 weekends in a row, like, that's tough. And,
I think 3-2-3, 6-5 or something like that.
Yeah, 5-8 right there.
Yeah, 5-8.
Yeah. And then you go into
Salt Lake City. I podium again the following years. No, I podium the following years in Salt Lake. No, it was some.
But you podiumed High Point at the National.
Yeah.
Some up and down finishes throughout the Nationals that summer, but also some top 10s, So was it tough for you to go to learn? Supercross is Supercross. Every track's different and whatever. But our national tracks, guys are familiar with them. Some of them, they've been racing them for years, right? Same ones. Was it tough for you to kind of learn the tracks the first season?
No. I was a quick learner.
And what did you think of our tracks versus GPs?
They were gnarly because in GP back in the day, there was just flat and put a water, but they didn't get really rough because then
they didn't rip it.
Nope. Yeah. And so when I got here, they're really, really rough, but it's good because it's more technical for me.
Yeah.
I love the track right away. I could have done better motocross the first 3 years. The first 2 years. After that, I became a party again and stuff like that. But like I blew up some bike and just some bad start. But I could have done a better motocross than supercross. Because I was really smart, like switching line on the track. And
all you guys that race GPs come over here that way. I mean, even Bobby Moore.
Yeah, Bobby Moore.
Maybe one of the best guys I've ever seen. At just when one line starts getting rough, he's over here, he's crossing over stuff. I mean, he blew me away as my team manager 1 year at FMF Honda.
Yes, FMF Honda.
But he had just come back from Europe, and it's like we see these guys go there, or guys who grew up there come here, and they're just so much better in those adverse conditions, especially if it's wet or rutted or beat up, and they're so creative.
Yeah,
you have to be.
But you guys so much better on supercross than us.
Yeah, I guess it's just what you're doing more.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. All right. So you got 4 more podiums that year. You had to be pretty stoked with this season, 2002, your first year here.
Yeah, 2002, 2003 it's good.
So did you buy a house right away? Like after you got that 1 year deal, were you like?
No.
Oh no.
So I rent some apartments in Corona.
Okay.
So I'm making money. I rent a big house right here down the road off Winchester. Big house, 5 bedroom. I was living by myself. Bedroom, swimming pool, jacuzzi.
I got $100,000. Yeah.
But I came also. I grew up with nothing. I mean, my food on the table, everything I needed, but the minimum.
Yeah.
So when I say I grew up with nothing, I grew up with just the minimum. That's it. No like overflow stuff because we didn't have any money. Just again enough to pay the bills.
Yeah.
So I came here. I was 22 years old by myself, and I make this much money, so I had to spend.
Did DV not talk to you? DV seems very frugal and
No, DV was really smart. I should have listened to him, but no. I mean, I was young and by myself, and just doing my way. Do I regret? No. Should have done things different? Yes. But live and learn, and you can't live with the past. So
yeah,
gotta keep going this one.
It's like I almost envy guys that live like you. Just Hansen was the same way.
Yes,
I told him when he signed his KTM deal, I said, "Bud, if you'll just be smart for the next 3 years, you won't ever have to work again. You're dialed. Just be smart with this money."
Yeah, we never tell me.
And do you know what he said? He said to me, "Yeah, Ping, but like you're older, I'm young. I just want to have fun." And I'm like, "All right." And he bought cars, and he bought, and it was gone. It was gone. He was broke 4 years later. But it was, like to watch him go out and he's partying in Hollywood and driving this Lamborghini around. And I'm like, whew.
I live with him in North Carolina, a penthouse, huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just not that way. I'm more, okay, I need to be smart with this. And you guys like you guys, you just, nah, man, like I'm going for it. I'm just going to go.
Oh, yeah.
I want that watch. I'm going to go get that, whatever.
No, you're right.
Part of me is a little, envious of that. Although, I don't know if it's a good idea long term.
No, you're more smart than us. Let me tell you that. But again, live and learn.
Okay, so I want to tell me about what happened at the end of this season. Did you get just another 1 year deal for 03 or a 2 year deal?
No, it was 1 year deal. End of 02, so I signed another contract with Mitch. It was decent. It was over 100K. which was good.
Yeah, which was at that time 100, 110, 120. That was like,
it
was good money.
Yeah, because I think the biggest contract, 125 class, I think it was a KTM rider and YOT.
James.
No, even KTM, no? And
no, I mean.
YOT.
So things really bumped up in 99, 2000 because when Honda of Troy started really trying to get Casey Johnson, Brock Sellards, that's when salary. Those two guys are responsible for the salaries going up. They were in 96, 7. Well, let me go back even further. 95, my first contract with Mitch was $25,000 salary. And Ricky's was 30.
Me was 35 the first year. Okay. 35, 110, over 100. And the last one is 150 and a pickup truck. Well, I mean, no, free, like to use and bring it back.
Yeah. So by 97, I think I was at maybe 50. And 50 to 60 was like, that was normal for a good guy.
You can't live in California now with 50 and 60.
You can't live under a bridge for 50 grand here.
No, it's sad, man.
But like I said, that 98, 9, 2000 seasons, it got into a bidding war. And pretty soon it was over 100 grand, just like that. Yeah. So good for us. Good
yes,
for
exactly. Yes.
Yeah. So, all right, going to 03. How was that season for you?
03,
you took me out at some point. You said.
But like a nice takeout.
A nice
not
one.
like not like a dirty one. I know it was nice.
But you start off so like this is what I'm saying. It was almost like you came in so hot, all these podiums, and the next year you started 7, 9, 8. Like it's just not that easy. It almost seems like it's like the first time you gamble and you win. You go, oh, gambling's easy. Everybody should do this.
Yeah, well, I think 03 A1. I didn't even make the main events. Blow up the bike. And it's just some little struggle, and also end of 02. Oh yeah, forget about that. How can I forget? Let me tell you something. End of 02. I don't think you know the story. It's a long story. We're gonna stay here all day long. End of 02. Kawi test track. They rented the light. Remember?
Yeah.
It was the new thing. Rent the light. Like it was in December.
Yeah, to kind of test jetting.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Great. 7 p.m. So it's dark at 5. So 2 hours. Driving back home in my truck. I got one of my friends from France. Driving, and then I think I'm on the fast lane. There's one guy in front of me, BMW, red BMW. So he doesn't move. So, in America, I go to the middle lane, and the guy go to the middle lane, but I still don't pay attention. I'm tired. It's the end of the day, and I'm thinking about the testing, and the next day going back over there. And I go right here. The guy go right here, and I go right here. I'm like, dude, what's going on with that guy? And I'm like, hey. And the guy put his window down and put his arm outside. What the hell? I'm like, okay. I try to pass him, and does the same thing again. So, okay, well, now
you're mad.
Now I'm mad. Somehow I got in front of him and pretty much dead stop him on the freeway.
Okay.
But that was on the middle lane, and that was around the outlets in Lake Elsinore.
Okay.
Not a traffic, but almost traffic. The traffic is getting to more down the road, like Murder, Spring, and Winchester. And I tell my friends, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna fight with the guy. So that's why I stop him. We stop. He stop. The guy opened the door. The guy is like Big James, a Mexican Big James. I'm like, I'm not fighting that guy.
You take off.
I take off. I take off. The guy's chasing me. He has a BMW. I have a pickup truck. So anyway, he's in front of me, and he's getting mad. I remember I had another French guy in my house. Hey, grab something, go outside because we're going to fight. So somehow I end up going away from the guy. Thanks God. Got home. It's maybe 8 p.m. Took a shower, go grab some food, came back home, go to bed, TV on. So I'm sleeping. I had a flashlight in my eyes, and I thought it was my friend. I'm like, hey, leave me alone. I was speaking French, and I heard someone responding to me in English. It's not my friend.
No way.
It's a cop.
Oh, okay. I thought the guy broke into your house.
No.
Okay.
It's a cop with a gun and a flashlight. He's knocking on the door, but I didn't hear the guy. I was sleeping with the TV on. I was tired. But my friend heard someone knocking on the door, and where his bedroom was, he can see like a lot of flashlight outside. It was like 3 cops' car. So I end up handcuffed, going outside, going to jail in Temecula, right here, like off French Valley.
Yeah. For what?
Oh, for what? Because the guy turned him. I hit him with my truck, and he did a 360 on the freeway. And at a certain time of the day, the law is a little bit different. If you do it like at 1 in the morning, yeah, you try to cause an accident. But if you do like at 7 p.m., it's like you try to make all the driver in danger. It was like a weird deal. I end up going to jail. But me, I didn't know, like in America, it's no cop station. You go straight to jail.
Okay. In
France, you go to the cop station, they write a report, and you go home. I tell my friend, well, I'm going to go to the cop station, and I see you later. No.
Straight to jail.
Just handcuff attached to the seat. Man, I end up to jail. So I got to the jail, big door open, driving, on front of someone, fingerprint and this and that. Got to explain all the tattoo, why. But my English was not that great. It was end of 2002.
Yeah.
Go to another room. You got to take all your clothes out. Yes, of course. You go into jail. All my clothes out. And the full deal. Yeah.
Okay.
Someone said, wait right here. Someone came. White socks, XX large, orange suit, and a white shirt. No, the full deal. I went to jail.
Wow.
Yeah, right here. Okay. Now I'm crying. 22 years old. I don't know how to explain myself. I didn't do anything. I didn't feel like I did something bad. We do that in Europe all day long.
Yeah.
But you get away, but not in America.
But you guys never hit, right?
Never, ever, never.
Okay.
Never. But he had me had a witness. No, me. Me, I had a friend. But when the cops came when they asked me if I was by myself, I said yes, because my friend, his English wasn't good. So I tell him, I was by myself. Big mistake. I learned like right away that it's good to have a witness. So anyway, I got charged. It was a felony.
Really?
No, 3 years probation, $35,000 fine, and 242 hours community service. Yeah, I still have everything at home. I can screenshot and send you. No. It was a real deal. So I went to.
You had to pay $35,000?
Yeah. The guy won. No, it's bad. I have everything at home. I screenshot next week when I get home. You're not going to believe it.
Wow.
And still those days, 22 years after, I did my visa and my green card, and they had a bunch of questions. Have you been arrested? Yes. So it was. So I went to court 3 times. The first time, it was, let's say, 13 months in jail, no probation, and small fine. We postponed. How do you postponed?
Okay, yeah, postpone. Yeah.
A month after, but we're doing all this without Mitch knowing.
Wow.
And so we rode the cowboy track on Wednesday with the light, but I never went to the next day. But I was still in jail. And Davey bailed me out. But it was a bad deal. So anyway, second time it was 6 months, maybe 10,000 and 30 hours community service. No. Do you accept? No, I don't want to go to jail. I know if I go to jail, it's game over. Mm-hmm. The third time, it was just probation, 3 years probation, a big fine, and community service. So I accepted, and I did.
Jeez, man.
So it kind of like messed me up in my head, and then that's why I reflect to those results also.
So that was pre-season before 03.
Yeah. It was December something. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Did that kind of like straighten you up at all? Did you go, okay, I better like?
I was good. I didn't try to fight.
Yeah.
After that, no.
All right.
Like people see me like I'm like a strong character. Like I speak loud and I'm not afraid to fight. But like, man, I went to jail once, and let me tell you something. I would never do anything that I can put myself going back to jail. It's not possible.
It's a bad deal, huh? How long were you in the jail?
No, way too long. Like more than 24 hours. But I feel like I was over there forever. No, I don't. You don't want to go over there. Especially when they close the door, it's quiet.
So you were in a cell by yourself?
Yeah, by myself. Yeah, and the next day they put me with a Mexican guy. It was funny, that guy. He kind of like make me more relaxed. And he was telling all the guard inside the jail, hey, that guy is like a Snoop Dogg. He's a celebrity in motocross. But man, no, it was a bad deal.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm scared to death of going to jail. Like,
man,
I don't think I'd make it. So I got to straight. That's why I'm like.
Yeah, but here you go to jail really easy.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
not anymore. I feel like now you can steal from a store. They don't even really care. But anyway.
Anyway. Yeah.
All right. So you still had 4 podiums in 03. So even though it started a little slow by Anaheim 3, you got a podium to Salt Lake, second at Hangtown, third at High Point. And then it's a little sporadic, like you said. Spring Creek was rough, and
beginning motocross was in shape, and more the year go, and you have to be in shape if you want to keep the full summer. But I was not training like I did the first years. Again, when James was in California, we used to ride all the time together. But when he went back to Florida, I was just no desire to go to Glen Ellen by myself. Because also what people need to know, back in the days, you used to have your factory bike in your garage and go train by yourself. Now everyone has a box van, a race bike every day. It's not like it used to be. So back in the days, it was easy to stay home and say, yeah, I went to train.
Yeah.
How many times I tell Mitch, did you ride this week? Oh, yeah, of course I did. But Mitch got smarter than me. He put the hours meters in the hair fitter box. He said, did you ride last week? Yeah. How many days? 2 days. Where? Oh, I went to Paris and whatever. Come here. With this.
Yeah.
Oh, Mitch, I was sick.
Yeah, he doesn't like being lied to either.
No, which is normal. Now that I'm on the other side, that I train some riders, like the way I was, like people think, oh, this guy was like that, so he's probably like this again. No, like if one of my guy that I train, he go to bed, like example, like at 9:30, when it's better to go at 9, I get so mad. Like the next day, I'm not happy. Oh, I'm a little bit tired. What time you go to bed? 9:30. Good night. I'm just again like, but it's good to have all those examples when I was a kid that understand, because some kids, there's so much you can say to them. They kid, so kids that understand say, listen, you got 2 options. You got Eric Sorby option from back in the days, or this option. That one you're gonna be good, but you're not gonna make it. If you do that one, you're gonna be good, and you're gonna make it.
Yeah.
So that's why I use a lot.
That's good. You've done it. I mean, you've actually.
Yeah.
You've been a podium guy, like high level, but you also made mistakes that probably limited your success. So you can say, hey, here's what I did, but like I could have done so much more.
Yes. Oh yeah, by far. I mean, Chad Reed, James, great rider. I was with him.
And how did you get to know James? I know you guys got to be good buddies, and I never understood where you guys met. You seemed like an odd couple to me.
If first race, Houston, main event, he crashed, and when I went next to him, he was back on the bike, and he went to the next turn. I came inside, pushed him wide, and crashed again. I didn't really intentionally take him out, but I did. He was really mad at me. So the following week at the test track, California, he played with me pretty much all day long, like passing me to the whoops, looking at me, scrubbing next to me. He was making me look like a beginner on the track. And I got a little bit mad that day. I kind of also, like one time, like he landed next to me, he was going to pass me for the outside, and I push him wide. And I think, that day, like I saw Big James coming to me. I'm like, man, you see Big James, like King Kong coming to you, like, oh. Shake my hand and just pretty much to me, welcome to us. And you riding tomorrow? Yes. Okay. You want to ride with Little James? Yes. And we used to ride every day.
So he wasn't mad?
No, he wasn't mad. Like no, he wasn't. See someone. I don't know. Gotta ask Big James. But no, Little James was mad, but not Big James. James was mad at, like, after the first round, he didn't like me. That's why the following week he made me look like an idiot at the test track. Huh. And we became friends after that, really good friend. We used to ride like from 9 to 2 p.m. laps and sprint and cross jump and whoops back and forth. Like, it was just great.
He was kind of, you guys were similar in that you would do a lot of stuff on the bike, but not much off the bike?
No. Nothing off the bike. But, I mean, we used to ride all day long. Yeah. 9 to 2, but like a lot of laps. Yeah. A lot of laps.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a really common thread of like Ricky did the same thing. And he got later in his career to really reach that elite level. You kind of have to do the recovery stuff and the base fitness building, but still throughout his career, the bulk of his work was done on the bike. Yes. It was just a lot of riding.
I mean, you ride dirt bike.
DV was the same way. Yeah.
I mean, you get paid to ride dirt bike.
Yeah, you're not a cyclist.
Not to be, no, but they all are those days a lot.
I know.
And pro golfer now also.
Yeah, well, that's okay for me. Like if you if that takes your mind off it and lets you relax.
Yeah, but to be good at golfing, you gotta practice a lot. And what you practice and become a better golfer, all those hours, because it takes a lot of hours to be decent at golfing. All those hours, that's not the hours you sitting on the couch and watching video on TV to learn about technique and stuff like that. So, yeah, go play golf. But those days, they play golf, and some of the riders
play a lot of golf.
They're really good. Yeah. What Jet is badass on motorcycle, is badass at golfing. But some, I'm not here to drop any name, man, and they can be good, but they don't spend those hours on a motorcycle that they should.
That I think it was 03, because if I remember right, I think it was 03. When did you get into it with Travis Preston? It was at Anaheim, right?
Yes. 03.
It was 03.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, but he came to Bercy, like, I don't remember which year, and took me out.
Oh, okay.
It was right here. I saved it.
So you guys had beef from way back.
No, him, but me, yes.
Yeah.
And it started in 03 and until the end of his career. Oh, man, how stupid I was.
What happened? I remember you at one point you stopped, like, and you guys.
That was San Francisco, but the week before, he had the number one.
Okay.
Plate, and I'm not. His A2 he was faster than me. As big whoops, tall guy, blasting the whoops, and he was catching me to the whoops, and he passed me to the whoops, and I look to my left, and I see him. I said, man, I'm gonna blast you. The next turn,
hit him good.
Really good. I was good doing block pass.
You were good at yeah.
Dude, yeah, that was bad, and we keep going.
Did he crash?
Oh, yes, he did.
Oh, yeah.
Not me.
Okay. So then was he messing with you then, or what happened?
Oh, he wasn't. He never want to mess with me. I was the one. I was the one to blame, not him. But he got mad because I always took him out. Always, man. I was stupid. Again.
I just remember it being pretty blatant. Like, it was wild.
Really wild.
Yeah.
He got me good. I think it was Minneapolis. It was a factory car way, and we went to the ACQ. And I said, I'm not going to make the main, but you're not going to make the main. We didn't.
You both didn't?
But no, it's funny, but man, it's not funny at the same time.
Yeah.
I feel bad at it, baby. He was a nice guy, funny guy. I don't know.
You just didn't like him back then?
Not even that. Was just, again, not smart enough.
Yeah.
I should have someone say, leave him alone.
But the problem is, when you're young like that, you tend to not listen. Mitch, he'd give me great advice, and I just wouldn't listen to it sometimes.
No, you're right.
You're
right.
That's the tough part is, it can be even coming from a guy like you who's like, hey, I've been here. I've done this. You keep down this path. Here's where it leads. And they'll be like, yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You can't talk sense into them. Sometimes, what do they say? You can't learn from your mistakes till you make them.
Exactly, yeah. I'm 45 years old and I'm still learning some.
Okay, and then there's another thing. So this is like, when I think of you, I just think you're always like this really friendly, kind of nice, happy guy, but you're very mischievous and like you get yourself into trouble.
Yes, always.
I think it was 03. Correct me if I'm wrong. You were cutting a track marker at Unadilla.
Yes.
Was it 03?
Yeah. Oh, so no cutting. That's BS.
Okay. But you got in trouble for it.
I just remember. Me. I remember Duke.
Duke Finch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old AMA official.
Yes, he waited all the way to the end of the moto to give me the black flag when I was going around the marker from pretty much lap 5. But guess what? Travis Preston and Steve Boniface were doing the same thing. So I did it.
Yeah.
I came from the back to the front. But I'm the one who got the black flag.
Was it going kind of sweeping up that hill to the top, right?
Yes. Yeah. There's no cutting. You're on the side of the track.
Yeah.
Do you want me to show you what's cutting the track? I think it was Nick. Nick was Euro Factory Carway, right? On the big bike or no? Or maybe did he?
No, I don't think so. I thought he was Suzuki. I'd have to
go back. Anyway, maybe it was 2008 or 9, and when I have the black flag, it was 2003. So we're like maybe 5 years or 6 years before. I remember sitting at home watching the race, and you see like Nick was cutting the track. He was going off the marker. He was not the only one, but I don't know why I say Nick because anyway.
That's what stuck.
Yeah, and that's cutting the track. But me, I wasn't cutting the track. I did cut the track. I think right here, 2003, Hampton.
Okay.
Me and Rhino battling like this, back and forth.
Okay.
I had some roller and like a right turn, and it was like a little roll before the turn, and I set up myself to jump to cut the track. Not too much.
The corner,
yeah, not too much, but enough to pass him. Yes. That was cutting.
You didn't get caught?
Oh, yeah, Rhino. Oh. He came before the second moto. I said, hey, they put the hairband over there for you. What do you mean? Yeah, you cut the track. And the next moto, we battled, and we end up like that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I was scared. I was the only rider I was scared of racing that was Rhino.
Yeah. Well, he's scary. He would I remember being scared for other people when he would practice, like at a Glen Helen on a Thursday. Because he is like in full Rhino mode.
Yeah.
And if you were just some novice kid out there riding, he'd blast you.
Yes.
And I'm like, Rhino, you're going to kill people, dude. Like, chill out. That's just how he was. He had one speed. Okay, so Did you? I feel like you were like the public enemy number one with the AMA for a while.
Yeah, but you know what? I got some warning, but never pay any fine.
Oh, really?
No.
Were you disqualified for Unadilla? Did they DQ you?
Yeah,
Did they
DQ.
black flag you that much?
Yeah, DQ and Kawasaki, they make a statement of me not racing with Sugarloaves following weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You were like, all right.
No. I wanted to race. I went to the race.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I went.
Yeah.
I learned it.
All right. So end of 03. Again, you've got some like inconsistencies, you know, but you also have a lot of podiums. And you, like you said, second at Hangtown. I mean, Mitch signed you again. Yeah, for 04.
Yeah. So, 04. Tedesco signed for Mitch.
Okay.
Why I say that? Because it's good to know. So Tedesco was a great rider, but 02, 03, he was a good rider, but I was better than him. I was.
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough.
That was the year
yes.
he rode the 4-stroke, and that thing was a missile.
Exactly. So I asked to ride the 4-stroke, and Mitch told me, no, it's going to be Tedesco and another one because they're going to start the West Coast. You try the 4-stroke when we have the bike all set up for them.
Okay.
So all winter, like I spent laps and laps on 125 at the test track and I think beginning of January, say, oh, tomorrow you're gonna try the 4-stroke. I try, but again, I went by myself. I should have someone. I ride the 4-stroke like 10 minutes. I don't like. I want to stay on 2-stroke. That year, Tedesco won back-to-back championship.
Yeah.
So I stick on a 2-stroke, and that year I broke my sternum after St. Louis. I think I was second in the championship. The only 2-stroke on the track, it was James and me. It was first. I was second. I left Daytona second in the championship, so it was like maybe 4 races to go. Mm-hmm. But it was really hard on a 2-stroke. It start to make the jump a little bit bigger. It was easy for the 4-stroke, but not easy for the 2-stroke. We used to 52 sprocket, and okay, let's go 53 because I need more power to jump the triple. And St. Louis, I think it was, and I missed shift before the triple, and I stayed in second gear wide open and just didn't even crash a case and break my sternum. Ugh. Out of the series. I think I got 5th or 6th on the championship. Came back to motocross. I was not ready, but decent. I think, like first moto, I was running like 5 or 6, and I broke my kneecap.
Oh.
And I keep going, but it was a piece of bone in my knee, and it was really hard to start my bike. And Mitch ended up telling me you need to get a surgery and And end of 2004, Mitch was going to offer me another ride for 05, but I didn't let him have to give me the option. I went to Moto 1. That's it.
Was it for money or like why?
I thought it was better over there.
Oh.
I thought I came here, I ride for Mitch right away. So
you didn't know.
I mean, Moto was looking good from outside.
Well, they were on Yamaha 250Fs at the time, right?
No, Suzuki
250Fs.
Yes.
Okay.
So you go from podium and all the main event to no main event, and
yeah,
I used to see the podium, but going back
to just when you rode by it,
it was bad.
Well, so we can share that together because I went. You know, my favorite race bike ever, which it's funny you said your 2000 Suzuki 125 was really fast. My 99 and 2000 RM 125, best race bike I ever rode. I liked it better than my pro circuit bikes and my factory KTM. But when they changed it in 01, remember Suzuki went to a new bike. Pastrana helped develop it. It was just different. Mm. It was never as good. So you were riding the Cowie Suzuki hybrid thing, right, where they were sharing it, and that bike was volatile. Like Mitch blew up. I couldn't even tell you how many of those he blew up. Ivan will tell you, like in Paul Carpenter, those guys, they blew up dozens.
Yeah,
of them.
Paul Carpenter.
Yeah. So did you have those issues at Moto World, blowing them up, or was it just the bike slow? All of it?
It was everything.
Yeah, I was really hoping going back there in 2003 I could find the magic I had in 2000, and it was like...
I mean, I was like, I should never left, but we can live and learn.
Yeah, that's rough. Okay, so 2005, you didn't race much.
2005 right? Is the beginning of the end. Like 2004 was the beginning of the end, and 2005, I mean, it was just privateers and ride for Moto Triple X and Tamer racing. And
yeah, 2005, 2006, really nothing.
No, nothing to talk about.
Nothing to speak of too much, huh?
No.
And then you even rode 2007, 2008. So anything? What were just random teams, random stuff?
Yeah, I ride for Moto Triple X. It was decent. I ride for Kawasaki Tamers.
Okay.
A good result. I lead some lap on the 450 with Chad, Wyndham, Ricky, James, and a bunch of top 10.
Yeah.
It's a good year. Make good money, 450, making the main event and be a privateer, double contingency. It was a good year.
Do you feel like, do you look back and kind of go, man, I don't want to say regret, but kind of go, man, I wish I would have taken it more seriously or been a little more structured, or
no,
because you had so much talent, dude. Like when you were on, you raced with anybody.
No. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to keep anything inside and regret.
Yeah.
But I should have done things different. Yes, of course. We see the result and we don't see any championship win. But it is what it is. And
no, you can't. Listen, you're talking to a guy who doesn't have any titles either. But I would certainly do things differently if I could go back.
Of course.
And a lot of it was injury. But I think some of the injury comes from preparation and from...
Be serious and discipline and everything.
Yeah. But it's hard as a kid. Because I moved out of the house at 18 and came out here and I was living with my mechanic and I was on my own too. And if you don't have somebody, this is why I love the idea of like Ricky pairing up with Johnny O or whoever it is, right? Find someone that will hold you accountable and not just be a yes man and make you sandwiches and tell you how cool you are, but like, hey, you're screwing up.
Yeah.
And, really hold you accountable.
Yeah.
I think that's important for kids because it's so
that's
easy.
That's the only thing I should have. But I'm not sure if...
Was DV saying anything to you? Or
no, but DV was racing for championship and stuff like that. So no.
Yeah. And you didn't know anyone else over here when you started. So.
No.
All right. Anything? So you rode, that Suzuki. You rode the Honda. What was the Honda team? Moto Triple X?
Yeah, Moto Triple X.
Those were actually pretty good bikes.
Yeah, decent. Yeah, 450. So
yeah.
Whereas good suspension. It was decent.
Was Kyle Lewis there with you? Who was there?
Antonio Balbi.
Okay.
And 250 guys, I don't remember.
Okay. And then you rode a Cowie 450 in 2007.
Yep.
That was the Tamer?
Tamer, yeah.
Okay. And then when did you ride? I was trying to remember this. Actually, you know what? We'll get to this. This is because in 2008 you rode for TLD, right? That was the year?
Oh, yeah. We were teammates.
That's why I said
Yes.
All right. Well, hold on. So we'll jump back into this story. This is a good segue here before we get into your time at TLD. For a TLD timeout, hang tight, guys. This is Troy the Design's timeout. We'll be right back with more Eric Sorby.
There's a new product on the market that's going to help you with your riding and racing, and it's Elevate Action Sports. If you've not yet gone and checked it out at elevateactionsports.com, it's a collective of riding coaches, the likes of which has never been put together. Grant Langston, Ryan Hughes, Jeff Emick, Johnny Campbell, and myself, David Pingree, bringing all of our years of experience in professional racing to one place with professionally produced videos and all kinds of supporting staff to help you with your mental side of racing, your physical side, your bike setup, your bike maintenance. We cover it all. Get to Elevate Action Sports right now and join the community.
Dunlop. There is a reason every AMA championship in the past decade was won on Dunlop tires. They are the best. Choose the best performing tire and a brand that has never wavered in their support of our sport. Choose Dunlop. Pro Circuit. Pro Circuit products are designed with one goal in mind: winning. Through passion and hard work, Pro Circuit has operated the most successful 250 team in the history of the sport. They use that same formula when developing exhaust, engine, and suspension parts for every brand. When only the highest level of performance is acceptable, trust Pro Circuit.
Since 2009, Seat Concepts has been dedicated to making the best aftermarket seats. More comfort, more grip, more riding. For 10 years, we've continued to raise the bar. Innovation and American craftsmanship make Seat Concepts the world-leading manufacturer of power sports seats.
Something from nothing. That's what Nihilo Concepts is about. It starts with a spark, an idea, a concept, which leads to a design, and finishes with engineered excellence with the highest quality products created with durability in mind. All our products are made in the USA at our state-of-the-art facility in Stuart, Florida. Whether you are a weekend warrior, ride for fun, or at the highest level of competition, Nihilo Concepts offers innovative titanium, aluminum, and carbon fiber parts for your dirt bike. We offer a wide variety of products that you can customize to your liking. Browse our site for foot pegs, brake tips, engine components, specialty tools, frame grip tape, lever grips, carbon fiber components, motor stands, our secondary on-switch, plus much more. Head to NihiloConcepts.com and see for yourself why factory teams like Red Bull KTM, Rockstar Husqvarna, Troy Lee Designs Gas, Orange Brigade, Club MX, KLM Gas, and some of the fastest riders in the world choose Nihilo Concepts.
Specialized Bicycles. Specialized leads the way in the world of bicycling. Whether it's cross-country racing, downhill, e-bikes, enduro, road, gravel, dual slalom, dirt jumping, or all mountain bikes that do it all, Specialized has the perfect ride for you. The brand is synonymous with engineering excellence and innovation that steers the industry. Visit your local Specialized dealer for a test ride and see just how good Specialized products are.
I try to keep on keeping on.
With a rich history in motocross, Pro-X has been dedicated to supplying quality components since 1975. Whether you're rebuilding an engine or just need a new chain, Pro-X Racing Parts aims to bridge the gap between OE quality and affordability. Pro-X has over 9,000 part numbers and over 60 different product types that are manufactured by highly reputable or even OEM suppliers and are offered at affordable prices to help keep riders on the bike instead of in the garage. Visit Pro-X.com to search parts for your bike or check them out at your favorite online or local dealer.
A lot of us have been talking about the Stasic generation of riders, and you forget how quickly things can change in a sport that is as young as motocross. That's 6-7 years that these bikes have been around training riders. So we have a Stasic generation out on the racetrack. A lot of those riders surely were raised on Stasics, and the skills they show are next level. All the things that coaches have been teaching riders on larger motorcycles for decades, they're doing it younger than ever, and it's hard to believe the Stasic generation is already here.
All right, guys, welcome back. That was your Toilet Designs Timeout. If you guys have not been over to TLD and seen what they got going on, go check them out. Amazing gear. These guys have been like family to me for a long, long time, and I believe it's the safest helmet you can put your head in, which is a big deal to me. They also got great mountain bike stuff, the paint department. I mean, that's there's nothing like what those guys do, bottom line. So check out TroyLeeDesigns.com. All right, and speaking of TLD, Eric, getting back to your story, I was riding Supermoto for them in 07 and 08, and I can't remember all the details, but you came and did some races with us.
Yes.
It must have been 08, right?
Yes.
Because I want to say you did some Supermotos, which I forgot about.
I did Detroit.
Okay.
I got third.
Okay.
You won. You and the other one on the Yamaha, what's his name?
Curry.
Yeah. I think you won Detroit. You got second, I got third. X Game.
Did you do Supermoto and Supercross at X Games? I can't remember.
Yes.
Okay, I think so.
Yeah.
And how did you do in Supercross? Because I don't remember, but I thought you did all right.
It was in San Diego, right? Yes.
No, that was something else. That was the Navy Moto X World Championships. Okay. This was at Home Depot Center in Carson. Don't remember.
If I don't remember, I mean I didn't do anything.
Or maybe it was at I don't know. Anyway, here's what I do remember, and I want to see what you remember at this. We were both, obviously it was a Red Bull team, and they gave us these really cool boxes that had our helmet and all this cool stuff, right? All the athletes, we had a dinner.
Oh, yeah.
And the card, credit card.
Black card, anything, anytime, anywhere.
It just said, it had like a Red Bull insignia on it, a phone number, and underneath the phone number it just said anything, anytime, anywhere. And we were like, what is this? And he goes, we got people on staff that are going to answer this phone. Anything you guys need over the course of the week here at X Games, just give us a call and we'll handle it for you. And I'm like, I think we were all kind of going, well, what does that mean? Like, what's the limit here? You know, like, what is that? I'd like a truck full of money, please. And so you push the limit. So like I ordered a massage the day after the race. They sent a masseuse down to my house in Temecula, got a massage. I was like, that's cool, you know. I think I ordered some food maybe to the room one night. But you called and tried to order, if I remember right, a French bulldog, right?
English bulldog.
And some jeans, like some kind of expensive jeans. It was something crazy.
English bulldog. And I was going back and forth.
It says anything.
Yeah. And a True Religion.
True Religion. Yeah. You wanted True Religion jeans. Yeah. And they're like, Eric, I remember Jeremy Malott had to call you or somebody. That was not the spirit of the thing, man. Well, it says anything, anytime. Yes. I'm calling.
I wanted that English bulldog so bad.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So, was it just those couple of rounds? Like, it was just a brief little stint, huh?
Yeah.
I can't even remember much of.
Yeah, it was like one race of the championship, like Detroit, like I said, and the X game. And I was supposed to be full time the following years, but there was not enough money and stuff like that. So no deals. But it was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah, we did have fun. I Supermoto still was some of the funnest racing I ever did.
Yes.
Like I had so much fun with Wardy and you jumped in and Cassidy Anderson was another guy.
It's fun vibe training also. It was
totally.
Yeah.
It was really fun. I'm so bummed that
I can't believe it didn't grow.
Well, they had this trifecta of stuff that killed it. The economy crashed in 08. You had the Red Bull money that was being poured into the series got kind of siphoned off and used for something else, and that pissed Red Bull off. And then the X Games pulled that event out.
Yeah.
All those three things at once, and it was just over.
It was badass.
But that was a lot of fun. And even after the races, I don't remember if we did this at Detroit, but the KTM guys, I forget what the team name was, they would always cook brats, and it was like a big barbecue.
Yes.
It was so fun. And Kerry Hart's team and like all the Mickey Diamond, all the factory
Mickey
guys,
Diamond,
everyone was just hanging out.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
It was fun.
All right. So you did the last couple nationals that year on a YZ450.
Yeah, for Joe Gibbs.
Oh, it was for Gibbs.
Yeah,
I
was a test rider and fitting rider.
Did you move back to?
Well, I went to which year? 2008. So 2007, I went to North Carolina to spend time with Josh Henson.
Okay.
And we were living together, and he ended up, I think, getting fired from JGR.
Okay.
And he moved back to California, and I ended up staying over there because I was taking care of the track also a little bit. So taking care of the track for the riders and riding myself and doing.
You really are like kind of a gypsy. You just kind of pop around.
I love it. I know, like, I'm in America right now probably for the next 10 years, but I do know I'm going to move somewhere else and maybe come back in 15 years, whatever. I don't like the...
Do you get bored? Do you just get kind of bored and stale and like, I want something different?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right.
And, I ended up staying over there. I'll be a test rider and filling rider.
Okay. So started in 07 and then 08. You did that a couple rounds with them. Yeah. How was that?
It was good.
Like JGR, the whole JGR thing.
It was good. It was really good. No, I enjoy it. Good people. I was really close to Coy. Really, really close. There's Jeremy Albrecht over there. It was a bunch of cool people. It's great.
Yeah, it was a good group of guys there.
If right now, like, Coy will be the team manager and having a team in North Carolina, I would probably call him and say, hey, do you have a job for me? I want to move to North Carolina with my family.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. That was kind of the last of your racing.
Yes, last. I think my last race I did, it was Indy 2008 maybe?
Yeah. So was that tough for you to kind of say, I'm done? Or did you really know you were done? Or you're like, we'll see what happens?
I mean, when you see all the results from 05 to 08, I was done.
Yeah.
I mean, when you go from be on a podium like 3, 4, 5 times a year and 6 or 7 making some of the main event and finish 15, 18, you know you're done.
That's not fun.
No, it's not fun because you know where you came from and where you are, but you keep going because you love it.
Yeah. I've been there. Been in those shoes. All right. So 09, were you training Pike? Were you back at JGR? Or what were you doing in 09?
At beginning of the year, I was helping Weston Pike. He was a privateer. And I ended up getting him on a Moto Concept deal. And I worked for Moto Concept a little bit. Steve Lemmy was the team manager. So during the week, Pike, Vance Fries, Jeff Alesi, Tyler Bowers. Good luck with that.
That's a lot of personalities under one.
And myself. I was just... And I think we did... After season when I'm done.
Really?
Yeah, I'm done. And
just wearing
I was just done, and I was back to fat again, and just no motivation, nothing. Always a mini big James.
Yeah.
And
so what did you do? You left there, and what did you do?
What I did.
Yeah,
I drove from Corona. I went to Lake Havasu, spring break, baby.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I said, I'm going to party 2 months and move back to France after summertime. I'm going to...
Okay. You got a plan. Where were you living in Havasu?
Nicolas Reyes is a 14-time or 15-time jet ski world champion, French guy. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to Lake Havasu, spring break, enjoy it, move back to France.
Okay.
That's what I did. Party for like 2 months. I mean, you know Lake Havasu.
Havasu's wild.
Even when you don't want to party, you have to party. That's how it is. 2 months went by, driving back from Lake Havasu. I remember who I was with driving. It was just done. Just I had a text message. Text message say, "How are you doing? Do you wanna work for me?" Oh, just like that. That was just hangover and a new phone. I dropped like maybe 5 phones in the middle of the lake over there. Of course, I mean, I was more on the water than outside the water. So anyway, and I said, "Who it is?" I said, "Wow, you don't have my number anymore." And I tried to call and it's James.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little James.
Little James.
Yeah.
Little James, so I talked to him. He said, "What's up?" I said, "Oh, I'm driving back from Lake Havasu and going back home." Okay, yeah, great. Would you want to work for me? I said, "What do you mean?" Yeah, would you want to be with me during the week, ride with me, come to the race with me, help me out, and also I'm gonna have a reality TV show, Bubba's World. Do you want to be in? I'm like, yeah, I would like to, but yeah, I'm going home. But yeah, good, go home, but no, but you don't get it. Going home, like going back to France. He said, no, you're not. I'm like, yes, I am. He said, no, you cannot. I want you to move to Florida and be with me, be really good friend for 7 years, and you can't let me down. He was right, because like from 03 to 09, I was always with Little James and Big James and Sonia and Malcolm in Florida, like maybe 4 or 5 months every year.
Okay. Summers, you go down for summer?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
And okay, so I'm driving from Havasu back to Corona. I sold everything I have to move back to France.
Oh, you already sold it?
Yeah, a bunch of things. No, like a car, like nothing like major.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, I'm not even in Corona that I'm not moving back to France. I'm moving to Florida. So I tell him, so when you want me to be here? So when can you be here? So give me like 4 days.
And just drove across the country?
No.
You flew. Okay.
Yeah, I flew. Yeah, I flew there.
So you didn't have a car or anything that you left?
Yeah, the pickup truck that I left here, and because I said, yeah, but what about my car and everything? We got everything you need: house, car, salary.
So just come down.
Yeah.
Okay. And was he expecting you to ride with him?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
I got back in shape a little bit.
Okay.
And I was riding like 3 to 4 days a week and taking care of all the media stuff, like phone call. It was just on and on and on and on. It was just horrible.
Really?
Oh, yes. All day long. Every day was something.
Like Moto media or
everything, like ESPN and like failed. It was his job. It was the phone. I didn't expect to do that much on the phone. Yeah. And I went to Florida, ride with him, going to the race with him, and the reality TV show.
So, yeah, that was the kind of the next thing I wanted to talk about was this Bubba's World Series, and I didn't watch a ton of it.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't. But what was that like? And was it scripted? Was it actual reality TV? Was there just somebody with a camera following you around, or were they like, hey, we need you to do this, do that?
Yes, exactly. It was not like a scripted, like a movie where you have to go like like that. Like you tell me, hey, you got to learn everything for tomorrow, like just the way it is. No, it was not like that. So it was like, what, today we're gonna go over there. So Eric, you need to kind of like be like that and be hard on James today, and James be hard on him again. It was kind of scripted like that. And but it was good. Be on camera, getting paid.
So was the show paying your salary?
James
was. Yeah. Okay.
On top of my salary, I make good money doing Bubba's World.
I'll bet.
And at the end of Bubba's World, I was a celebrity. Of course, I'm on TV.
Yeah.
Getting paid to go to the nightclub, 2 Crystal champagne, $1,000. It was great.
Were you in the car when he got pulled over?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, that wasn't.
Oh, that's another good story. So listen. So we had a friend, cops over there. So I remember. So that guy gave to James, like, the necklace with the plate, like a cop's badge.
Okay.
So James used to wear that badge everywhere. He used to go, like, people. Even one day he went to Starbucks so James was Starbucks on the line with his real cop's badge. So you think he's a cop. Someone walk in a Starbucks and we try to steal the, that little thing where people put tips.
Yeah, the tip jar thing. Yeah.
So the guy came and tried to grab that thing and saw James with the badge and ran away.
No way.
Yeah, I swear. In Orlando. So anyway, when he got pulled over, the same cop gave him a cop light.
Okay.
And James used to put this on his windshield and use when there's a traffic on the freeway. It works good also. I mean, what would you do if you see a cop's light behind you?
You pull over.
You pull over. Well, but that's what he was doing. So he was driving his friend to the airport, Rado. You know Rado.
Yeah.
He's driving Rado to the airport. Me, I was at the compound. So I'm at the compound doing my thing. And I remember that when James left that, they said, hey, call me tonight because tomorrow, I don't remember what was the next day, but I said, call me later on. So they're driving to the airport, a little bit behind on schedule, and traffic in Orlando, put a cop light or the car, and him driving his big Chevy truck or Ford or whatever. And one of the car move out. They all put the window down and everyone show the badge. Normally, you have to do the same thing and tell them to follow you because something going on when you got a cop light. It's not the case. So James got scared, of course. Shut off the light and keep driving. But they're following him and they put the license plate and they know who he was, a celebrity. And they're following him to the airport. But they kind of like know he was going to the airport, so everyone was waiting for him at the airport.
Oh, there was cops everywhere.
Cops and media already and stuff like that. Yeah, that was crazy. No. So I took him to jail. So anyway, I'm at home. It was like 9 p.m. and I was looking at my phone. He hasn't texted me back, but I know he was sometimes busy and always his phone 24/7. And I don't know what I was doing. And I heard on TV, motocross TV star James Stewart from Bubba World got arrested. But I'm doing something and I'm listening something. I'm like, and I watch on TV. And I see his face like that. I'm like, wow. So I was living at the compound. I'm going, it's 9:30 p.m. Big James is sleeping and Sonia, so Malcolm also. Going to the house, knocking on the door to tell Big James his son is in jail. So imagine you go wake up Big James and telling something that he doesn't believe you.
Oh, he didn't believe you?
No. Stop your bullshit, man. Stop it. You cannot mess like that. Like, he was pissed. I'm like, Big James. No, we talked to him and said, yeah, man, me too. I talked to him early, but he's in jail. So put the TV and we're waiting because the news is every 30 minutes or I don't know. And yeah.
So he saw it on TV.
Yeah, he saw it.
Yeah.
He wanted to kill me. Like, I wake him up. Big James wasn't happy. Like, he didn't believe me. Like, he thought I was...
Yeah,
be
making a joke or something. So what ended up happening? Did he get? I mean, to me, that's a pretty big offense. Where out here you got a felony for just road raging with a guy or whatever. What happened to him? And how long was he in jail?
Maybe 2 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they tried to keep him, and when he went out, there was like all TV and everything. What you see like on YouTube, it was all set, If it would be you or me, maybe like you pay your bail and you go out. But when it's a celebrity, there's like camera waiting outside for him.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. It did affect him big time.
Really?
And people is making joke of him, like picture on social media with a cop light and all this.
The memes were pretty good.
Yeah.
Huh. So what was the rest of that whole time like? Just the show and being down there with James?
Yeah, just the show. And
because he was winning. This was like right in his prime.
Yeah, no, it was winning race and championship. And so 2010, Phoenix, That's when he broke his wrist.
Okay.
With car partridge. And all summer off, and we came back mid of summer, but it was just bad. We came back to Unadilla. I was struggling and
riding for JGR at that time, or was that Suzuki?
L&M.
Yeah, L&M. Sorry,
L&M,
L&M.
Yeah, San Manuel. And but the first year I told James I want to go home. He said no, stay with me another year. 09, 10, and over 10 I said I wanna go home. Plus we did a TV show and party a lot, and playing of being on a TV show to go out and girls and everything, and I was just a mess, in my head I was a mess, and I wasn't who I was. 2011. So end of 2010, I said, I'm done. He said, please, another year. I stay with him. And 2011, we went to Vegas. And after Vegas, I came straight to California. And I never went back to Florida. I left everything I have over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I know if I was going back to over there, it would have convinced me to stay. And because we were really good friends. Like James is, I talk to him not daily because it's hard to talk to him on the phone, but I talk to James a lot, and Big James, and they are family. I really like those 4 people. And so when I moved back to California, I still end up party, going to Vegas because I was on TV. So you get paid to go out, and when you go out and you have all the nightlife, it was bad. Like, it was really bad. Hang out, not with the wrong people because I was choosing to go out with them, but like drugs and I got addicted to pain pills big time. Like, it was not just one a day. It was like 15, 20, and big time. Ooh. Not just a Vicodin. It was just Roxy and end up, he became a drug addict. It's not just one pill, it's just more. And when the pills doesn't do what it's supposed to do, you don't have the same feeling. You do all the drugs, and it was bad. It was really, really bad.
Did that start down in Florida, or did that really not pick up till you were out here?
No, here. I was taking a little bit of pain pills, but just 1 or 2. But when I came here, it was just like full day wide open. Mm-hmm. And when I was here, I crossed paths with Tyler Evans. Poor guy is not here anymore. And out, party, drugs. And then one day I came back from a party. I was yellow. I was bad. I'm like, I gotta leave. I gotta go back home. I became sober for a couple months of drugs. I did a little bit of training school to make some money to pay some bills like hospital and my tax because I know like I wanted to come back to America. Maybe one day it was in the back of my head. Even if I was leaving, I was sad to leave. Really, really sad. But at the same time, I was motivated to go back to where I belong, to become a better version of myself.
Yeah.
And so I left America straight, clean.
Was that hard? Did you just cold
super hard. Like, look, 10, 12 years after, I moved back to America, and there's a reason why I'm here, because I want to be here.
Yeah.
But it was hard for me.
Just getting off the pills, like.
Hard? Oh, man. You have no idea, because I went from on and off. Not like from 20 to 10 to 8. It was on, off. The withdrawal.
Yeah. It's brutal.
Sleeping in the tub with cold water. And it was, during the day it was okay, but nighttime it was really, really bad. Super bad. The worst experience I ever had. But again,
Did you ever talk to Ron about that? Because I know Ron Cotto went through a lot of that
yeah,
stuff.
well, yeah, but me, I went like, I know what he did. He was right here, I went right here. I did food deal, everything. And I stopped the end of 2011. Xavier Odoa from the Supercross in Paris, he bought me my ticket to move back to France.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I went back to France. I was working at the Supercross in Paris for the organization. I went back to my parents' house, and since that day, I've been clean.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, man. Yeah, that's a rough road you get going down.
Man, it was bad. It was really, when I think about it and what I did, I'm lucky I'm here.
Yeah.
Because look, where's Tyler?
Yeah.
We were together every day and stuff we did. It was like, keep going, end up in jail, or end up for him. Easy and simple.
Yeah. Jeez. That's crazy, man. So how long did you, when you went back to France, you worked for Xavier, for the promoter there for a while?
Yeah, and I went back to my parents' house and tried to figure out what was next for me. Of course, it was in motocross. So I started doing some training school and a lot of training school. And as a kid, I was always had a passion for animals, exotic animals like parrots, birds, monkeys, a lot of exotic animals. So when I was doing the training school, I also went to the school to get my license to be not a vet, but to be capable to have all those exotic animals at home or work at the zoo. I went to the zoo for like two months to do hours to be able to pass my diploma and everything. And I ended up moving from France to Corsica, which is a French island, to do motocross school. And I was working at one of my friends' private zoo every day.
Okay.
And I used to have maybe 45 couple of birds, like a macaw, big birds, small birds, and raise the birds and teach the birds to fly, come back and sell. I had a couple of monkey. I ended up with 8 monkeys, and I ended up with the kangaroos and all those animals.
Okay.
Yeah. And after that, I moved to Portugal, south of Portugal.
Okay.
I bought a big property. I had my own private zoo over there. And I was doing motocross school also.
And running this little exotic animal zoo.
Yeah. I still in Florida. I buy some parrots a couple months ago, and I got some 2 small birds at home. And every night I got a raccoon coming at home, and I pet a wild raccoon in front of my door at night, waiting for me to give them food. And they're mean, but
they're very mean.
Yeah, but they're nice to me because they know. I don't know. I got this thing with the animals.
Yeah.
And I got an offer to work for Team 114 Honda.
Okay.
With Mitch Evans. And so I was going to the GPs a lot. Okay. Pretty much every weekend, a 17 round. And so I was still at home, but less than the year before where I was only doing training school not too far from home. So I start to sell some of my exotic animals because there was a lot of work for my wife.
And where did you meet your wife going back?
Oh, I mean, my wife...
when you went home?
Yeah, when I went home in 2012. March 2012. I was training one guy that came from Paris to south of France. And he said, I have a friend. She lived right here. We used to be good friend in school, and I'm gonna go drink a coffee with her. You wanna come? Maybe it's like 3 in the afternoon. I say, I don't drink coffee in the afternoon. Yeah, okay, come. Well, I end up going with him. That's how I met my wife.
Cool.
Before I tried to find a wife at the race, the podium girl.
Yeah, those are not great for wives. Yeah, usually.
Oh, at the nightclub.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I gotta find my.
Havasu. Looking at all the great places, buddy.
But yeah, that's how I met my wife.
That's awesome. Okay, so continue on. You're working for Mitch Evans.
And so I work with Mitch Evans, and it was great. And I end up, when I sold all my exotic animals, I make enough money to buy a big camper. And we had a baby. I told my wife, you know what? We're going to live in the camper. We keep the property that we have in Portugal. And I bought a camper. I put my wife, my son in, my dog, my small dog, and 2 birds. And going to pretty much all the GP race.
Okay.
Driving the camper.
How was that?
Great.
All those animals in there.
Yes, it was badass.
Yeah.
That's all. That's what I'm gonna do here in America.
Yeah.
I will get an RV and just my wife and my son, and I always gonna have animals. I wanna have more, because you know what? In Florida, the law lets you have a monkey if you wanna. You only have to pay $45.
Oh, really?
The license to be able to have the monkey at home.
Aren't those things kind of nasty too? Like,
No,
they
they're not.
throw poop at you. And
No, that's what you see at the zoo, because it just no.
Yeah. Huh. All right.
But yeah, so driving to all the race and to the GPs and Mitch Evans, it was supposed to be the next one over there, and we had a great winter training. I think it was round 2, got pole position, and first Moto went from 5th to 2nd, past Tim Geiger. It was 2nd. It was about to get first, maybe win, but he didn't. He overjumped and landed between 2 braking bumps, and you know when you land between 2 braking bumps, the forks go really deep down. That's what happened, and broke his wrist. So he had to have a surgery the following week, and some from the team HRC, you gotta go get surgery over there, and they send him to
a butcher.
Yes. End of his career.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
I kind of wondered what had happened. I haven't heard much. That's it. Huh?
That's what happened. And after that, I lost the desire to. He was a really good friend, still a really good friend, and so I went back doing motocross school, and it was fun. And my house in Portugal, I sold, and I bought another house.
Do you speak Portuguese?
No. They speak English over there and French.
Okay.
So. And and I had this opportunity, because I was more and more like looking for opportunity to move back to America. So I'm a really good friend with Eric Pironard. So I told him, say, Eric, I think I'm ready to move back to America. I said, okay, great. So yeah, there is a lot of opportunity, and he helped me out with all my immigration and everything, and I ended up moving to America with a friend of mine that wanted to buy a property and have a small training facility. Yeah.
And so that facility, you guys were co-owners, or how did it work? Or
he was the owner, but I was the one who was running. Yeah,
okay. So are you guys, your relationship kind of soured after that?
I don't talk to him often, but I was disappointed, because I really put a lot of time and sweat in that property, especially in Florida.
You're sweating.
You sweat your butt off all day long. But no, of course I'm mad, but I'm mad because it was supposed to be one thing and it was another thing. But at the same time, I'm not mad, because without this guy, I won't be in America. So
yeah.
I mean, in every bad situation, when one door closed, another one open. It's for me, it's not easy to say that, but I put myself in so many situations that one closed door, another one open.
Yeah.
Again, not too long ago with Porsche,
Yeah.
It was painful. It was really painful, like between me and Justin, because it was more like heartbroken. Like if I lost like a girlfriend, like back in the days, like you cry and you just.
Are you two okay? Like your relationship, or did it strain that?
I don't want to talk to him right now. I don't want.
Mm.
I'll be maybe okay in a couple of years, but right now I don't know. It's just.
Yeah, I get it.
It's hard to swallow it.
Yeah.
But I will. But right now, I'm wishing good luck, and we see if one day we talk again.
And so, is that something you think you'd ever want to go back to, kind of running a facility?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I would like. You know what? Actually, I would like to have a small facility, and just train like beginners, vet rider. Just no pro.
Yeah.
No pro. I'm lucky enough to train some pro riders during the week, and Jason Baker from Sandbox, he did let me train pro rider over there. He has a great facility. It's badass over there.
Yeah.
3 motocross track, like nice. One is not like a normal, but pretty much. Jason he's badass on the dozer, man.
Yeah.
And the 2 other motocross tracks, they're really, really, really good. So I had a great tools in my hand to make my rider better at his facility.
Yeah.
And
is that Orlando area?
It's in Center Hill, which is near Claremont.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I live in Claremont right now.
Okay, gotcha.
But yes, to answer your question, yes, I would like to have my own facility with just kids. I would like to have my own small facility. So let's say morning you do pro rider from 9 to 1 or 2, whatever. Let's say a sandbox, and I go home. I got this small training facility, and I go 1-to-1 with kids on a 50cc that want to learn to ride their bike, and I train them. And if I see something that they can be good, say, you know what, go to Sandbox. There's Ryan Sipes over there that's going to train you. Stuff like that. But I still want to be with the pro. I like the pro, like the high level.
Yeah.
But the between, it's a long process, and it's a long process, and you got to deal with the parents and stuff like that.
It wears you out.
Now they're 14 years old. They need to bring the girlfriend to the race and stuff like that. I don't want it.
Yeah. Do you still love going to the races?
I love it.
Really?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
See, I don't like the scene of it all. I love racing. I still love watching it, and I love the sport. But going to the pro races, it's just such a scene. Such a I don't know.
Maybe if you will do like me, like coaching, and you have a pro guy, you have a reason to be at the race.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If you have someone you're invested in,
yes,
makes it more
but
interesting.
Just going, I know how you feel, because when I end up nobody was just anymore, I went to 2 races, and I'm like, wow, with my backpack. Where's home?
Yeah, I got you.
And you can feel the vibe from a lot of people in this industry when you're with someone. Hey, good to see you, da 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 da. And now they know you by you alone. It's not like the good to see you that you have like 2 months ago.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. It's just such a scene, and it's almost like high school to me.
It is a lot of yes, and a lot of paycheck people. Yeah.
But the sport itself is still amazing.
I love it.
Do you still ride much?
No, I don't.
Why?
was. That's why I don't ride it. So sometimes, when I say sometime, I was with Justin for a year and a half, and I jump in his motorcycle without a helmet maybe twice, just to go brap and do a small double, and that's it. I'm good. But yeah, that's why I don't ride anymore.
I understand. Yeah, I get it. What about having a kid for you? That change you much?
Oh, yes.
Change your perspective on life, or?
Yes, big time. You realize what's important and not important. Before, something happened, you get mad and you want to fight, and now you have your son, and why I'm gonna fight? I want to look good for my son.
Yeah.
I don't want to end up in jail.
Yeah.
I don't.
Been there.
Yeah. And yeah, it changed me a lot. And you know why you wake up every morning, you can't fuck it up, because, and it was tough when I moved to America. My wife, my son, we moved from Europe to here. I tell my wife, we're going to America. Oh, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do this. What about? I'm like, it's not what about. I'll find a solution. I got a job. With my friend, I end up not having a job. Oh, what are you gonna do? And that. Or we move. Oh, well, if we have to. No, it's not if we have to move back. We don't. We're gonna stay here. I know enough people, and I'm not a bad person. I'm not. I have my temper, but it doesn't mean I'm a bad person. So I have a lot of good friends. And a lot, 99.99% of the industry, I have friends. Friend, people I can talk.
Yeah.
It's not like friend, close friend, And so I end up, I find a new job. I work with Alden Baker at the Baker's factory, training the amateurs over there. Great experience. But it was the facility. It's great. Aldon has his way to work, which is it works for some of the rider. It doesn't work for some other one. And over there, it was. I like if I want to cut the track all day long and going on the side of a jump or making a rut somewhere where it's not on the track. I like to do that. That's work on technique. And over there, you gotta follow a program. And so this was just a little thing that I didn't really like, but it was open to me to let me. I had a lot of freedom because I know Aldon when he was with James, and we always have a good friendship. But it ended up where I was not able to go to the race on the weekend. So when I got the deal with Aldon, I was with Tom Vial and Borscher. So during the week, I was at Baker's factory. Weekend, Tom and Borscher. And he told me at the end of Supercross, it's full time here, going to the race, which I accepted. And more, we were getting close to the last one, and more I had that thing in my guts, no, I'm gonna miss going to the race. And Justin told me if I wanted to be full time with him, but I like what I was doing, be with Tom during the weeks. I used to see Tom every day at the Baker's factory, and his family. That we're really, really, really close friend. And so it was a hard decision to go away from the Baker's factory, because it was good place to train, but to not be at the race, it was no. I talked to Aldon and say, listen, Aldon, I like your place, I like the program, but I gotta be at the race. And he said, yeah, but you gotta be here. I say, listen, I got this opportunity to be full time, and I think that's what I want to do now. Maybe I'm making a mistake or no, but I want to let you know. I don't want to let you know the same day that I leave. I'm gonna train those guys until this date because I had to train them to be ready for Loretta. That's what I did, and it's fair enough. And we shake hands, and I left. But I still talk to Aldo now. So, and I went full time to Tallahassee.
Okay. You moved to Tallahassee?
Oh, Tallahassee shit.
You don't like Tallahassee? Yeah. All right.
Have you been to Tallahassee before?
Yeah, but only a couple times.
Yeah, just yeah.
I actually stayed with Ricky there back in '97 for a couple weeks. But you just see the track and back to his house, and
yeah. But when you race, which is good.
Yeah. And then I've been back for a couple of Yamaha events out at the Goat Farm. And again, you just stay at the hotel, drive to the track.
But for me, it was okay when I was in Tallahassee at the track during the weekend race. But for my wife and my son, it was just nothing to do.
Really? It's like college town. You think it would be?
Yeah, but I'm 6 years old. I'm not going to tell my son go over there and party all weekend.
No?
No, yet.
But the town is just boring, or like
it's boring. We like to go to the springs. So in near Claremont, you can go to the river, nice spring. You want to go on Friday night to the car show in Orlando. You go over there. You see big James driving all the cars and stuff like that. You want to go to the beach. You go to Clearwater. I mean, it's nice over there. It's just different.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I never feel like at home over there. Never. So that's why I'm happy to be where I am right now.
So now you're back in Claremont?
Yeah, back in Claremont. You know, I'm here right now in California, and my brain is clear. I don't feel like, oh, my wife, she's at home. What are they going to do today? Like, I'm going to call her later on, and I know she's going to she had a good day.
Yeah. She likes Claremont too, huh?
It's better. We have friends over there, and it's just the vibe is different.
Yeah.
That's it.
What do you guys, kind of in that same line of questioning, what do you guys do for fun? Like when you're home, you got a weekend off. What do you and your family?
So last week at a weekend off, me and the Vial family, we went to the beach. That's it.
Yeah.
Hang out.
Okay.
Swim. What I like to do for fun, just be with my wife and my son.
Yeah.
I try to, on the weekend, I try to look for, like always, if something like animals, like a fairground where you like exposition and stuff like that. If not, like a car show. Like now we're back to near Orlando. Go to the springs. It's beautiful. Yeah. Swim with the manatees and stuff like that. But and hang out with the Vial family, and I got some friends from Colombia over there, and just.
So you don't have any hobbies, like you don't golf, you don't
no
mountain bike, you don't.
No, I run.
Okay,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I run like 4 days a week. I run and I do a lot of 5K race on the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a good one at the end of the year in Orlando. It's a 5K race, but it's at nighttime. It's a bunch of DJ and it's party for 5K. I won't drink, but I'm gonna go do it.
That sounds perfect for you. Well, listen, I appreciate you taking the time to come in.
It took a while.
We've been working.
Yes, I'm coming. I'm not coming back. But we did it. I'm glad.
Well, our last question we ask everybody is how you want to be remembered. What kind of legacy do you want to leave in this sport?
Someone that, honest person that not afraid to say what other people won't say to save the paycheck at the end of the month. Someone like, well, if you tell me it's good, I mean it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. Like, yeah, and funny, because I think I am. I make a lot of people laugh. So, and crazy because I'm a little crazy, but I was. Yeah, I am. I know I'm crazy, but crazy good way now. You see me at the race running back and forth. Like, why is running? But I gotta be on top of the track. I gotta be at the bottom. I like to. I don't know. Yeah, that's how I am. I give when I work for riders, it can be a privateer or pro. I give 110%. I love it.
Well, I think you did it, bud. I mean, you did. You showed some incredible speed and results in your racing career, and what you've done after has been just as cool and weird.
Yeah, no, it is, and there's a lot of chapter, and I'm not done yet.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Well, I'm excited to see what you got. What you got coming up still, man.
Thanks to having me here. I was super happy to be here, and thanks again to be a good friend for all those years. And
I've nothing but respect for you. I don't remember you pushing me off the track in 2003, but we're just gonna let it go because I've always liked you, man.
Thank you, really appreciate it. Likewise.
All right. Well, hey, that was Eric Sorby. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stick around. We'll be back to wrap up the show in a minute. All right. Big thank you to Eric Sorby for coming in. Great to hear his story. He and I have been buddies for a long time, and just always a real fun, friendly, happy-go-lucky, squirrely dude. And so I think you can get a sense of that through his story. Really appreciate him taking the time. Want to just mention our newest partner, Ketone IQ. This stuff is incredible. It actually is an energy source that your brain and body prefer. It actually creates more ATP in your brain than just glucose, which your body converts out of carbohydrates and fats and things. So super, super easy for your body to grab and use. And no caffeine, no additives, super clean. Try this stuff out. We have a code hvmn.com/WTM. You get 30% off. They come in a pack of 4. I would try it for focus, which to me is everything in moto. If you lose focus for a second, crash and go down and get hurt, this could be the difference between you being in a cast and you enjoying your dirt bike all summer year. So check them out. We appreciate them. We appreciate all of our partners. We go a long ways out of our way to make sure that this stuff is the quality. We're not selling snake oil. We're not pushing crap products. Everybody on this board here behind me, stand behind them 100%. So huge thank you to all of them. Thank you guys for your support. And we've got more shows cranking, so stay tuned. We'll see you at the next one.
Yamaha is the industry leader in two-wheeled fun and performance. Celebrating 50 years of YZ in 2024, the Blue Crew is still dominating shootouts and competitions. Yamaha, revs your heart.
Troy Lee Designs is the leader in off-road motocross apparel and style. So whether you're looking for a cool new paint job for your helmet, maybe your name and number on your helmet lettered on, you're looking for new gear, you're looking for mountain bike gear, off-road gear. They've got the brand new Scout line and GP and SE models. Troy Lee Designs has it all. They've been leading this industry for decades, and they're going to continue to do it. Check out TroyLeeDesigns.com. SKDA is a moto graphics and seat covers company with several offices based around the globe. For too long, bikes and graphics have all looked the same. They just start to blend together. SKDA is working to change that. With super clean and unique design work, a bike with SKDA graphics stands out in a crowd and adds a touch of art to the world of moto. Hey, we need that. SKDA prides itself on providing premium customer service both before and after the sale is made. Visit SKDA online to view the current product range and get in touch with their team to get your bike refreshed. I want to just make a mention here that these guys, not only is their design way outside the box, very, very cool, they'll work with you on custom things. The products are incredible. Okay, they'll speak for themselves. But what's really awesome, and you'll notice this the minute you order one of these, man, they give you an email saying, hey, the product's been shipped. Hey, the product is here. It landed in this spot. Hey, it's coming today. Hey, your product's been delivered. They just so good about staying in touch with you and letting you know where it's at. Customer service is 100%, and that's just something that's rare these days. Check out SKDA. Here at the Whiskey Throttle Show, we're all about supporting brands that support our sport. And there's one tire company that has never walked away from the sport of motocross and supercross, and it's Dunlop. When times got tough and the economy took a crash, Dunlop stepped up and stayed with our sport to support it and the athletes and individuals that love it. Their MX-53 line and MX-33 lines absolutely dominate this sport. Every national championship at the pro level has been won in the last decade, and nearly every single amateur national championship at Loretta Lynn's has been won on a Dunlop. So if you're looking for high performance, you're looking for amazing quality, and you're looking to support a brand that never turns its back on our sport, there's only one choice for you, and it's Dunlop. Pro Circuit is the leader in aftermarket performance and quality. Whether you're looking for a little more horsepower out of your engine, some quality hard parts to improve the way your bike feels and looks, better handling through suspension or linkage arms, Pro Circuit is where you need to stop. It's your one-stop shop.
You can go in there and get everything you need to make your motorcycle go from average to exceptional. Pro Circuit's got enough number one plates on their wall to side an entire home, and there's a reason for that. They're very, very good at what they do. The highest quality products with one goal in mind, and that's winning. Check out ProCircuit.com. Nihilo Concepts is leading the way in aftermarket hard parts. With their secondary on-switch device, something that was much needed in this sport, they've been innovating and bringing new products to market. Their latest is the new Nihilo Run Cool brake pistons. They're designed to be stronger than stock and provide exceptional cooling performance with less brake drag. Most OEM calipers pistons are made from aluminum that just can't hold up to the heat and extreme demands of serious racing. When they get hot, the aluminum will distort, causing loss of hydraulic pressure and brake failure. Nihilo's Run Cool pistons limit the area that boiling hot hydraulic fluid is able to come in contact with the piston, leaving 2/3 of the piston volume in open air with breather holes to enhance the cooling ability. It's made of a proprietary stainless blend, which is better at dissipating heat. You have issues with brake fade or brake failure, check out Nihilo Concepts among their many amazing hard parts and carbon fiber parts and titanium. NihiloConcepts.com. Seat Concepts is the leader in motorcycle saddles. If you're looking for a new cover or a new seat entirely, Seat Concepts is the place to go. They make custom seat foams catered to your height, weight, riding ability, riding type. They also have waterproof covers and foams that will not break down if you ride in a lot of inclement weather. And they pride themselves on being much more comfortable than OEM or any other aftermarket company. If you're looking for a new seat or a new cover, Seat Concepts, there's nothing better. Need to replace something on your bike that's worn out? Look no further than ProX. These guys aim to make everything OEM quality or better at an affordable price. And they've also got some new products coming. So right now, chains, sprockets, anything inside the engine internally, air filters. If it wears out, ProX makes it, and they make it at a quality level that's OEM or better. And they've got some new things coming that are awesome. A complete engine rebuild kits for the Polaris RZR 800s. Need to replace something on your bike that's worn out? Look no further than ProX. These guys aim to make everything OEM quality or better at an affordable price. And they've also got some new products coming. So right now, chains, sprockets, anything inside the engine internally, air filters. If it wears out, ProX makes it, and they make it at a quality level that's OEM or better. And they've got some new things coming that are awesome. A complete engine rebuild kits for the... If you've got a little Grom that's looking to get started in the motorcycle world, the best way to get them going is on a Stasic bike. They've got multiple sizes, so from your very young Groms to those who are a little more grown up, you can start them safely. They've got controls that allow you to control the speed so he can't get going too quick. They can touch the ground. There's not a lot of noise to distract them. It's the perfect way to get your child involved in motorcycling at a very young age. And if you've got a kid who's already out ripping, there's series popping up all over. For those of you in Southern California, go to www.ameminicross.com and join their local series. If you're outside of this state, contact your local track and ask them about starting a Stasic class at your local track. Get over to Stasic.com and check out all they've got going on. Moto. And finally, last but not least, Specialized Bicycles. If you are in the market to start pedaling, this is where you want to start. They've got great entry-level bikes all the way up to the Cadillac, the new Levo e-bike, anything in between, man. It doesn't matter what kind of riding you're doing. Go check out and start with Specialized. Don't waste your time on something that's going to break. The derailleur's not going to shift after a couple months. Get something quality. These guys make it. Specialized leads that industry.
Thanks for watching and listening to the Whiskey Throttle Show. Be sure to like and subscribe to get notified when new shows go up. And be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok. And visit whiskeythrottlemedia.com for additional content.